fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up. Can't put on no show. You fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You
Run the track.
Cool. Yes, guys. Yes, people. We're back. We're back. Back home after another trip to Manchester. 2 trips up and 2 fucking L's. Big up my G Said in the comment section. Congratulations on the 3 points, as I already told you before the game and in the weeks leading up to it. We got home safe. I took a coach at like 6 a.m. I only got back like an hour ago, an hour or two. Went straight onto the Back Again podcast. 5 things we learned has been recorded. That will be uploaded during the stream, so keep a lookout for that as well. And then we're on the football terrace. So busy day, people. Who needs sleep? Who needs sleep? Just like in the case of Chelsea, who needs goals? Who needs goals? But we did get one. Yeah, big up to João Felix for being the only attacker that bothered to turn up and to show a little bit of clinical ability. Big up to Lucky Singh saying, how's the trip back? Shit, I don't remember. I slept through that. I think for the last hour or so. Let me go through a few you man's comments quickly. Big up everybody that's in here though. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that. Yeah, get that hat trick because fucking Chelsea won't. Drop a super chat if you want to help the channel out. Also, if you guys just feel bad for me, actually don't feel bad for me. I had every available opportunity not to go. Even walking to the coach on the yesterday, I was telling myself, you don't have to go. You're tired. You had a long leg day. You can just go home, sleep, watch the game from the yard, do a watch along and all of that. But in my head, I just thought, nah, you know what? It's the last away day. Fuck it. It can't get too worse compared to everything we've already seen. No, only our worst loss since October. It was coming, though. It was coming. Like, how many times have I said we've been overdue a thrashing? And the only reason why we don't get battered is because either our defense is on job or the opposition don't take their chances. Our defense hasn't even been on job the last few weeks. So all United had to do was just keep motivated. And chances would come. And as soon as they get enough goals, we'll fall asleep. That's exactly what happened. But it's okay. We had a good first half. We made a lot of chances. We played well in the first half, even though we conceded twice and missed a fuck ton of chances. We played well. We played well. Yeah, we're in the bin, bro. Big up to Gav, man. Respect my guy. Appreciate that. At least we get a bit of ratings for bothering to go to that game. That's all we have. That's all we have. Aspi, the best performer in this thumbnail. You know what? Fair play to Aspi, because I thought he was going to get cooked differently. And you know what? He wasn't even that bad. He weren't that bad. Rashford had him like once or twice, but for the most part, I feel like Aspi had a much better performance. So fair play to Aspi. Lewis Hall as well, completely robbed of an assist by the likes of Mudryk and Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, the biggest thief in England, for the amount of assists that he's robbed from players. Who else? Kepa. Fair play to Kepa. None of the goals were his fault. Actually kept the scoreline decent, to be honest. How many times we said that this season? I feel like that's about it. That's about it. João Felix as well off the bench. He did a nice little job. Other than that, it was a pile of crap. Big up to Sean. Big up to Tom. Big up to Fata. Big up to Killer Red. Big up to Santiago. Chopper Harris saying there's worse players than Gallagher that play for Chelsea. I don't know if it's worse that you've seen, but in general, like, Gallagher's still shit, though. It's like we say for Mount, work rate will only take you so far. This guy is one of the worst passers I think I've ever seen in a Chelsea shirt. Fucking awful, man. Zero technical ability. Rigo Park says, watch the first goal. Donkey Kai was in front of Casemiro. Didn't bother to jump and defend the header. Kai, Mudryk, Gallagher, and Fraud Fofana horrible. Here's the thing. Fofana, that was his worst game in a Chelsea shirt by a mile. But he's been so reliable for us this season. I'm willing to just leave that and let it off. Like, it wasn't a good performance. I'm not going to defend it. Basically gave them 2 goals, if not 3. Perfect game to have a disaster class in, but how compared to all the other games I've seen from him, I don't really have too much energy. Havertz, though, heading. This guy, heading's meant to be this brother's strength. Don't forget that. He's meant to be a good header. Missed one of the most piss-easy headers I've ever seen. Put on a plate for that bum. And of course he couldn't eat. Fucking malnourished individual. Then the first one didn't even bother jumping for another header. But yet we continue to play him. We continue to start him. We continue to rely on him. And I don't get it, because other than that, I didn't have too many problems with the lineup. It was like, why does this bum have to be starting up front every single fucking week? Why? Why do I have to watch this cunt up top? For what? What's the point? What's the point, bruv? Like, Fofana came on at 4-0. He came on at 4. What was the point of even bringing him on? You might as well have just left him there. Like, that was a piss take to Fofana. And I don't understand it, because, like, Lampard can make whatever bollocks excuse he wants. He was unjustified in not playing Chukwuemeka against City, and Chukwuemeka was one of our better players yesterday. There is no way you're going to tell me that Datro Fofana would do worse than Kai Havertz. No way, no chance, no who, what, where, when, why. I am not listening to it. It's a load of crap. I'm not listening to it. Big up to Flawless. Says, big up my G Lewis, up the Chelsea. Big up. It was good to see you. Good to see you, man. Saeed, Kaz. So one of the only few positives. Other than that, it was a load of shit. I don't know why I bothered. Kai Havertz's header shocked me. Didn't really shock me, but it's just dead. Only one team didn't take their chances yesterday. Yeah, typically Chelsea. If Silva starts, we don't concede 4. I don't really blame him for resting Silva with his age and everything. Like, I would have expected a better game from Fofana, innit? Lewis, you have to talk about Fofana. He's been suspect for 2 games versus us and United. I mean, people could say the same thing for Thiago Silva and pinpoint a couple games. Fact is, everybody's on the beach. Even the reliable players aren't really being that reliable anymore. So, I get, like, it's not been a good couple games for him, but well, what difference does it even make? Barely any difference. Barely any difference. Mudryk needs time, but he's giving me Werner vibes. Right, but here's the thing. Werner was 25 when we signed him, and Mudryk's 21 years of age. Like, he wasn't good. Mudryk was poor. Couldn't control the ball, missed clear-cut chances, couldn't retain possession. Wasn't a good performance from him, and he doesn't look like he's up to a Premier League level or a level that Chelsea's looking for right now. But he is still a young talent. He deserves a bit of time. He deserves a bit of patience as well. You can call it on both sides. Mudryk hasn't been good enough, but I'm not writing Mudryk off. I'd be surprised if a lot of other people would be writing Mudryk off as well. He just ain't cut out for it. That's it. He ain't cut out for it. This is again why I'm saying, I mean, if Neymar is there and he wants to join Chelsea, I am not listening to anybody trying to tell me that Neymar wouldn't be a lot better than our other options. That's exactly why. Big up to Bounce SZ. Big up to yourself, my guy, for joining the membership scheme. Appreciate that, bro. We need all the love that we can get over here right now. We are struggling. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, super chat if you want to guarantee your comment gets read out. And, yeah, big up to everybody that's in here. I said good luck next season as a United fan. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. I saw a couple of stats after the game. Like, we got cooked differently. 18 shots, 7 big chances. I think the XG was like 5.9 something in United's favor to like 1 for Chelsea. Oh, yeah, there it is on the front. 5.1 to 1.9. We got absolutely battered, bruv. Absolutely fucking battered. And to all the people who asked, where were you when you were shit? Right here, bruv. Right here. We could still drop to 14th. We now have to rely on Arsenal to beat Wolves. And we need to hope Leicester beat West Ham. So, yeah. If both of those variables happen, we stay in 12th place. And we don't have our worst position in Premier League history. In terms of points, we are on the joint worst total in Premier League history. And we're not going to climb up because we're not going to get anything in the Newcastle game. Don't even bother deluding yourself for that one. The wins, we're 1 off the lowest. So I think, yeah, we have the lowest wins total. We have the lowest goals total, and we're not going to equal that either. Games failed to score, we've equaled that. And we will continue to drop because it will be 15. If anyone asks, where were you when you were shit? We were here, people. We were here. We're proper fucking Chelsea. We're not just here through the good times. We're here through the good times and the bad. The sun and the rain. We're all here, bruv. I saw this as well. Chelsea under Lampard. Fucking hell, mate. Goals, 20th. Wins, 18th. Losses, 19th. Points, 18th. And if you look at our points tally from the last 10 games, we're in the relegation zone. I think since Potter joined, we're still in the relegation zone. Neil, unlucky, mate, because we could be keeping you up, but you're going to have to hold that, bro. But also, simultaneously, please beat West Ham. Please, please beat West Ham. Because it's all fucking mad. We're a mess. Yeah, always good to see you, my G. Always good to see you. Havertz a piss take of a player. That man is robbing a living. Why do you think I despise this guy so much? But hey, the fans are the flip-flops. The fans are the ones flip-flopping. That's what Havertz said. You should know what position he plays by now because you've watched him play for so long. I can play anywhere across the front three. How about you play well in any position across the front three, you useless giraffe? But hey, big up to my G James. Congratulations on the win. Easiest win you'll ever get. Pies tweets. All right, there's a Pies tweet. Or what's Pies saying? Or what's he reporting? I think it could be 9, 10, 11 players. This is the mission. It will be a big revolution at Chelsea. They want to sell players as soon as possible and be prepared to sign players in the months of July and August. Well, they might have to be a bit quicker with that because Ugarte is linked with PSG. I know we're willing to equal the buyout clause as well. There's going to be a race for midfielders. I think we're going to have to sell first, but you need to keep an eye on buying as well. You can't let any big targets for us go. Because Rice ain't coming to us. So you got to be very quick with Caicedo or Ugarte. Otherwise, it's long. I saw this as well. What were your thoughts on the Levi Colwill tweet? I don't care. I really don't care. I think people are massively overreacting to this. Like, who's to say Levi Colwill was even watching the match? It's the day after Brighton just confirmed Europa League football, their highest position in Premier League history. You not think they're not on a night out, having a great time. But no, we're going to act like he's having a great time watching Chelsea get battered. People's heads were just gone last night. That's just it. People's heads were just gone. And then they're going to pretend that Levi Colwill was chatting shit about us, so you got something to vent your frustrations about. Some players don't even watch football like that. If it's not their club, they don't watch it or they don't follow the sport because they've got other things to do with their lives. Like, I don't believe Levi Colwill was putting a tweet out, cussing out the club that he's going back to. He's not Lukaku. I'd hope not. But I think people are really blowing that Levi Colwill tweet out of proportion. It's not that deep at all. It's not that deep. And I think people just need to grow up. People really just need to grow up. People arguing about Colwill in the comments. I'm not involved. I am not involved. Yeah, big up to Fabrizio. I want more than 11 gone. Keep the outgoings going because we need to get rid of as many of these bums as possible. I think if we start Koulibaly and Silva, we aren't beaten due to how we play in the first half. What, clumsy play out the back? And we feel like this season's Koulibaly would have been the answer to that problem. I don't think so. I don't think so. We were just going to lose anyway. Tweet about Mount below that. Oh, great. Another Mount update. Chelsea have been trying for the last 2 to 3 months to offer Mount a new deal. Also with improved terms. Chelsea aren't even trying to extend Mount's contract. That's what the narrative was. Well, you are in the mud. You're in the mud, you were saying that. But yeah, we've been trying to extend Mount's contract for the last 2 to 3 months. He don't want to be here. Just get over it. Get over it and move on. Get over it and just fucking move on like everyone else has. Start the race for Mace. That's what I'm calling it for. That's what I'm calling it now. The race for Mace. Liverpool, United, Bayern. Who else? Arsenal. Welcome to the race for Mace. Because he ain't staying with us. Why did Havertz kick the ball when he got summed like he was playing well? He hit that ball with more passion than he did anything else on that football pitch. So, fair play. Poor bottle, though. Why is Havertz kicking himself? Why is he kicking himself? That will make sense to me. Would you keep Mount to guarantee? No, my friends. No. Fuck all that. Cole will just enjoy them. Exactly. I feel like people are just moaning. People want something to moan about, and it's not that deep. It's not that deep. He's 18, showing his age, and I don't even think it's immaturity. You could say maybe it's bad timing, but like, why does he have to care about tweeting when Chelsea play? He's not at Chelsea right now. He's at Brighton. I genuinely believe that the whole Brighton squad went out to celebrate. And that's it. He just said he was having a great time. And now everyone's crying and moaning because all it is while Chelsea were losing. Come on, man. Not you specifically, but I mean people in general. People in general. Proper Chelsea because he's... Oh my fucking gosh, Kai. Big up, my brother. Lewis Hall. Yeah, big up to Lewis Hall, man. He's one of the only few players that can leave with his head held high. Everybody else, well, not everybody else. Enzo as well. I'll give Aspi and Kepa there. I'll give them credit too. João Felix. That's it. That's it. Lewis Hall should have had at least 2 assists. But that's Chelsea for you. Like, when we create chances, we don't score. When we don't create chances, we still don't score. Regardless, we just don't score. So, that's all crazy. That's all crazy. Would you say... Oh, yeah, and Chukwuemeka. Yeah, sorry. I need to give Chukwuemeka some flowers because I keep crediting players and I forget about him. He was decent. Like, he kept things simple, looked tidy, progressed play well when the chances came for him to do so. I don't know how he's not had more game time. You really play fucking Gala Greyhound over this guy every week. And yet, fucking Chukwuemeka looks a lot more composed. He needs to play on Sunday too. He has to play on Sunday. This is the second time disrespecting us in a few. No, I didn't see what he did before. Let me know. What did he do before? Yeah, my bad, people. I completely forgot about Chukwuemeka. Like, let's call it lack of sleep. Allow me, people. Allow me. Would you be pissed if Mount re-signed? No. My whole thing is I just want this saga to be over with. Whether he re-signs or not. Now, if he re-signs for stupid money, I'm not going to be happy with it, but I'll accept it. But whether Mount stays or goes, I will accept the outcome and I'll be fine with it. I just hate how overhyped he is, and I hate how drawn out this saga is. I just want an end. Whether Mount signs, whether Mount doesn't sign, I want an end. I want it finished. I want it done. That's all I want. Because this is just long. And Fofana had barely any time to do anything. I can't even give that to him. There's a clip about Johnny I will send you on Twitter. You better watch it. It's hilarious. Yeah, sure. Send that to me. Send that to me. I'll be on here for a couple minutes before I send the link out to the panel. Let me know when you've sent it. And also what account, because I've got 2 Twitter accounts. So just shout me. Just shout me. Are you... Oh, shit. Yeah, Night of Champions is tomorrow. I might do my preview during that. Imagine playing that fucking cokehead, noodlehead, drug addict fuck over Chukwuemeka. Go on, Scott. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. Big up Bounce Season says, if we sell Mount, get in my countryman shoppers. Like, yes, please. Yes, please. I'm here for it. He's got the Galib seal of approval, so I'm there. I am there. Let me know what else you guys are saying. Keep hitting the like button, keep subscribing, keep super chatting. Every little helps the channel on the road to 40k. Like, hopefully this isn't as long as the road to 40 points. How far are we? 34.1. All right, cool. Yeah, you know what? We'll take it slow. I want the road to 35k. Road to 35, then we'll do the road to 40. I read somewhere that Kimmich representatives might consider talking with other clubs, and Chelsea is one of them. What do you think about Kimmich? I don't mind him, but I think he's gonna get in the way of Gallagher's progress and all. And fuck that. But if Kimmich wants to come Chelsea, he's getting Neymar treatment. Bring him in immediately. Fucking immediately. Don't ask questions. Just write up the contract. Leave the fucking wages blank and let him put whatever number he wants in there, and then we work from there. We work from there. Big up DK saying Johnny's space, best space of all time. I just didn't have time for it. I can't lie. Big up Johnny. I'm not listening to a 3-hour space by yourself. I'm not listening to it. I heard he called me out though. So someone let me know what he said, because I don't know. I'm not wading through all of that content to find out. So someone just let me know. And it is what it is. Whatever it is. I posted link in the chat. Oh, fuck. I've got to go through the chat now. Right. Where is it? Okay, cool. Cool. I found that. Let's get up on the big screen. So what did he even say?
Stroke 8 Roma. That's what he is. He's stroke 8 Roma. That's what he is. He needs a striker to play with. We don't have that because we got fucking, what's his name? Gummy Bear fucking, what is it? Obama what? Obama who? Obama no fucking minerals, Yang. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, this guy with an Arsenal tat on him. Why we fucking bought him, panic buy from Barcelona, Barcelona, and let Barcelona make money so that they can go.
I mean, there's, but Gummy Bear slander for Aubameyang when you rep Skittles man Kai Havertz is very confusing. Very confusing. What was that? Was that Mount prop? Was that meant to be Mount prop? I don't even know. I don't know. A lot of what he says doesn't make sense. But hey, don't make any sense. Oh, you can call me Ben. All right, cool, Ben. Oh, okay, cool. Now your name makes a lot more sense. All right, cool. We'll call you Ben. Big up, my guy. Big up. Are you and Johnny? Johnny don't chat to me ever since I've turned on Mount, so it's up to him. I ain't got any problems with Johnny, but clearly Johnny's a bit bitter over Mount leaving, and that's okay. That's okay. I will still be there on the Minerals FC stream when Mount gets that here we go. I will be there no matter what. No matter what. Yeah, Oba don't even play. That's the maddest thing. He'd probably have more goals if he had better service from Mount and Havertz. I will always take it back to that Arsenal game and say we look at Aubameyang completely differently if Kai Havertz just makes one of these two passes. Because then we beat Arsenal. And suddenly, Oba scored against a big six side. I keep saying it. Keep saying it. I didn't say nothing about Oba. Didn't say nothing. Yeah, Abdi, bro. Like, I couldn't give less of a fuck about that. Call that absolutely everybody. Oh, everybody got it. Well, I guess what I said weren't that deep. Someone send in my Mount video from 2 days ago. Someone tell them to react to it. If you really want to incite some violence. Because that would be a madness. Yeah, Warrior, I can't lie. I've been through enough the last 24 hours to have to decipher that. Like, I've watched us lose 4-1. I've had to deal with racial abuse. I've had barely any sleep. I've been on a fucking bender the last 24 hours. It has been long. It has been long. Gonna send you some space clips on Twitter. Show the stream. We're gonna get more? Oh, no. Oh, great. What else are we getting? Give it 2 more minutes and I'll send the link out. Oh, to be honest, I'm not even in a rush. No, I didn't get anything. All right, cool. Oh, you're sending them now. Lewis, am I taking him in a scrap? Yeah, that's me outside the Thai restaurant and all of that. Nah, Johnny, I don't think it ever get to that anyway, but I can handle myself if it ever does. But Johnny ain't that sort of guy either. Johnny likes verbal beef, and that's fine. Like, doesn't even have to get past that. Carney and Hall should be starting next season. No, this season. This season, not next season. Like, no chance. No chance. What else? Oh no, this wasn't even at the game. This is when I was coming back. Like, this was something in London. It's like, it's not something I can report, so it's like, it's whatever. I don't care. Just move on from it. That's a Carefree Lewis on a bender. Can't be asked. No, it weren't United fans. It weren't anything from the United Chelsea game. So don't worry about that. But love for the love. You man were ready to ride out. So big up, you guys. Big up. Right, DK, have you sent this yet? All right, cool. What is? Okay, let me zoom in because I don't want all my messages to be bait. That'll work. Right, I'll do this and then I'll send the link out. So what's this?
Why? Why would you stay there? To be treated like shit 24/7? Fucking hell, man. And the guy, like I said, he's got stalkers, man. The guy gets more pussy than you'd ever believe. You know, stop hating on it. Stop hating on him. You know, it's just, you're just pissed that it ain't you. That's all it is. You're pissed. And the guy's earning 70 grand a week. You know, people forget that he's earning 70 grand a week and he's achieved what he's achieved. Yeah. And the key minerals landing here is, why?
What in the name of copium have you sent me? What is this? He gets more pussy than you. He's a footballer. I feel like that should be normal. If a footballer wasn't getting more pussy than the average human being, I'd be like, either you're loyal, you're abstinent, or you got fuck all game. Or you're just beyond ugly, innit? Like, it's one of the four. It's one of the four. That's a brazy point, but like that's what happens when you don't have any footballing reasons to discuss with Mount. But what's this?
On elite gaffer that you can you unites the supporters, that everyone's together. We're all chanting, we're all fucking relentlessly backing this gaffer. And he was he was an ambassador for our football club. You know, he was an ambassador for our football club. What we went through, sanctions, and he still got us top 4. What's Jellyfish Potter done fucking this season? What's he done? 600 million spent. Where the fuck are we? Sitting 12. Tuchel had no money. He had the cement-booted rat fucking handed to him. He didn't even want cement-booted rat. And Liam Tanny, I mudded you, man. And you fucking kept coming back for seconds. And he got mudded again because Tuchel never wanted him, bruv.
Huh?
On elite gaffer that you can you unites the supporters, that everyone's together. We're all chanting. We're all fucking relentlessly backing this gaffer. And he was he was an ambassador for our football club. You know, he was an ambassador for our football club. What we went through, sanctions.
Well, that's enough of that. So wait, what is he annoyed that Potter couldn't make it work with a less functional and less settled Chelsea team than Tuchel? Is that what the argument is? Because I didn't get the second one. I really didn't. I didn't understand that at all. That's a madness. Only 70k a week. How does he even eat? He probably misses his mouth, bruv. You know him. He'll try, put the spoon to his mouth 18 times and catch it twice. I think Ambassador is talking about Tuchel. But it's like, what? From the looks of it, he was only... from what I've heard about in the dressing room, Mason gets hella girls. I will say that. But he's a footballer. He's a young footballer. Duh. I'd be surprised they didn't. Be very surprised if they didn't. But yeah, that's. You see why I'm not listening to a 3-hour space? By the way, people, do you see why I'm not listening to a 3-hour space? That's why if anything's said about me, give me a timestamp, or I'm not looking. I'm not looking. At least on other people's streams, you can go off the comments. It's just pointless. No chance. Right, signs for Chelsea. Johnny has 2 brain cells and they're both fighting for. What? Fucking hell, man. That is an unreal line. I might have to scouse that. Man said 2 brain cells and they're fighting for 3rd. That is hilarious, bro. I'm crying. Ugh. The Lukaku's tweet was absolutely crazy. Oh, what? The one where I said he signs for City? Yeah, he can hold that. He can hold that. Mount, isn't he in committed? You think that means anything to footballers? Footballers ain't loyal. They ain't loyal to their club and they ain't loyal to their woman. Come on, man. Most of these men are cheats. Yeah, Josh, fair. That's a very fair point. I have a weird feeling you will get a result against us on the last day. Here we go. Happens every single stream. Opposition fans think, oh, I've got a weird feeling you might do something. I have a weird feeling you might catch us out or get an odd goal or something. Then they watch Chelsea play for 45 minutes and they're like, we're crap. We are crap. You're beyond crap. All the United fans in all the previews were telling me, oh, we don't really score a lot of goals. So I only see us winning by like 1 or 2. I was like, cool, 3-0 United. 3-0 United. So we'll lose by 3 goals. Then we got and ship 4. It's like, I did not expect to score 4 goals today. I did. Whatever your worst is, we will go lower. We will go lower. It's all fucking mad. It's just no. Newcastle previews tomorrow. I need some content for them. Need some sort of content for them. Hey, the King's Network. This is what the comments want. The comments literally sent me footage. If you don't like it, please leave. Please leave. Yeah, Flawless, happy to help, brother. I told you your top 4 was confirmed yesterday. It was going to be. Because we're a sack of shit. Wait, you've seen Chelsea play and you still think we could get something? Brother. Brother. You must be a very pessimistic Newcastle fan. And fair enough. You've had your fair share of tough times. But they're over. They're over. And we're here to help you on Sunday. Right. Link. I'm sending the link out. If you want to guarantee I don't ignore you, I don't miss your comment, hit the super chat button. It does help the channel out as well. And yeah, link is going out, everybody. Link is going out. What's that message? Ziad says Ziyech assist. You know what, Faz? I can't lie. The Ziyech pass in the build-up for that Felix goal was cold. So, you know what? I'll give credit where it's due. That was a good ball. But yeah, give me a sec. Link is just going out now, people. Is that everyone? Why is this shit moving so slow? Yeah, cool. Nearly done, my guys. Cool. Yeah, cool. That's everyone. That is everybody. Big up to Brad, who says, hi, Lewis. Thoughts on talented midfielder? Ha! Ha!
You thought you would get us out
You
like
nearly
that.
got me. You nearly got me. You thought it's that easy.
You fucking wanker.
It ain't that easy to catch me out, bruv.
Talented midfielder. So, okay,
You
never mind.
fucking wanker, whoever
You know what? Fair play, though.
You would have got Johnny on that though.
What? Oh, fuck.
Hey, we don't say it. Don't say it. I know what.
I'll say what I want to say.
I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
Hey, how the Lakers doing?
Fuck the
Why are we
Lakers.
discussing
Trash.
about
Lakers
that?
are trash, bro. They got swept.
That's
You're
why.
struggling in basketball too, then, bro.
I can't,
It's all
bro.
mad.
What are you on about?
Well, I haven't seen you in a while, fuck. I had to throw some shade.
D'Angelo Russell was looking like Kai Havertz out there.
Hey.
Oh dear.
He looked good against the Warriors, so I don't know why he was performing like against the Nuggets.
Right.
We have some good news today, though. Ugarte might be coming in.
What?
Ugarte from Sporting.
Oh, Ugarte.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if it's just us and PSG, I think we've got a good chance at that one.
I want Caicedo still as well. I'm a greedy bastard.
Same.
Wait, Scott is here, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, he should be. His guy's about to get signed. Well, we don't know that. I mean, we'll bid for him. So.
Oh yeah, Scott's here. I think he's still at work.
That is your traditional 6. Watching your game yesterday.
Oh no! Here comes the analysis from FIFA 23.
Let him analyze.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad I didn't win yesterday. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been 10 goals, man. Like it could have been a FIFA scoreline last night.
Yeah, we could have had 5 or 6. So
yeah, we could have.
There was no midfield on both sides.
They could have had 11 or 12.
Yeah,
we could have had 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Man
City absolutely destroy them.
Hey, do you know what? At least that's my foot champ scoreline, man. That's how I play. So it's like we play foot champs, you know. 14-6, 12-6, 12-7. It's almost like that.
He's still talking. We don't know what the hell he's saying.
It's all about FIFA.
What? I said the scoreline last night is like a foot champ scoreline. It could have been like it could have been like 10 goals. Like United could have scored 10 yesterday. They could have.
Yeah. I agree on that. They could have double their goals.
We could have scored 10.
We could have scored 10 and all. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Kai Havertz is up front. He doesn't do anything at all. So
what was the point of you complaining about the lineup anyway? We all know Lampard's not a good manager, so. Yeah.
Oh, my only real issue with the lineup was Havertz up top. Other than that, I was like, whatever.
No, there was a couple issues.
Actually, at right back as well was a problem.
How about right back, left back?
Yeah.
The center back pairing. Yeah, all of that was
crap. Who else did you put on left back?
He had Chalobah left centre back, didn't he? And I told you should have put Silva there.
My apologies.
You should have played a 3-4-3 because you don't have a left back.
I think Lewis Hall is the next Chalobah. Yeah, Lewis Hall, in my opinion, might be the next Chalobah in terms of like when Chalobah first came into the first England team, he was a very good, solid player and backup. And I see Lewis Hall as that next season or beyond.
You must be smoking crack. Hold on. I'm tired of this crap. This kid can't play defense at all, and you want him to stay in the team.
It takes him like 5 minutes to get back.
Hold on.
I said he will be a good squad player. I didn't say
he won't be a good squad player. He needs to go out on loan and develop a game.
Yeah, I can't lie. No.
Let's keep him in the squad. Let's keep him in the squad for what?
Yeah, Mudryk playing.
But him saying that he's a next Chalobah is retarded because look at Chalobah now. Chalobah's fucking shit. So don't even compare him to Chalobah.
And Chalobah went on like 5 loans too before he got into the Chelsea squad.
Nope. The only young players I want to see in the squad next year are
do you guys even notice like how Chalobah was walking yesterday?
I saw him walk into the midfield and dink a header and cause a 3-on-1. I saw that.
Almost every time he gets that clearance header, he goes back. There's one play where he watched the ball, he didn't even jump for the ball. And I think it was in the second half, and they're on a break.
The comparison I made was just based on their contribution to the feature. That's all it was.
He has made no contributions to the team.
I'm just saying he looks good. That's all I'm saying. Like,
well, you know what? This is not a fashion model competition.
Okay.
It's football. We don't care how he looks.
That screenshot is awful, by the way. I think that's.
You think we were attacking? Nope, we're defending.
You got Lindelof. Look at Lindelof.
Lindelof was making plays.
Lewis, do you know what the best bit about this is? Do you know where this fucking comes from, by the way?
That's from the
Gallagher.
From that motherfucking cokehead, number 23, losing the ball because he can't control it. He's too busy snorting lines at halftime. Fuck him.
He was
How's
terrible.
it a 5-on-2 in our box?
Scott, well said, man. Well said, Scott.
How's it a 5-on-2 in our box?
Look at Martial
5-on-2.
there.
Those are
Lindelof is in the middle waiting for a captain. Lindelof.
Martial, look.
Lindelof is
Crying, bro. They got
He's the
Lindelof
one who
at
started the
centre
whole
forward.
thing, is Lindelof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 4 players in the box. Well, we had 2.
Yeah, there's the reason why there's that, bro. It's bad, but it's because no one's prepared for that fucking idiot to lose the ball.
He's fucking terrible.
And Lewis
Gallagher.
Hall's all the way up the field.
Gallagher is a fucking
Bro,
rebound,
I don't know what it is, by the way. Like everyone else yesterday, they played shit, or like the players that played shit, like everyone else was like, I could deal with him. He does something. He vexes me to another level. He vexes me on another level, bro.
You saw me in the group chat.
What do you mean? Do you see me in the group chat? I told him to play in traffic.
Scott, I'll see it. I was crazy now.
Oh,
And you got people in the group chat telling me, "Oh, but he gets GA."
Someone in the group chat was saying he was good. Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
But you got GA. GA.
He gets GA.
What the fuck?
Man, Havertz gets GA. That don't make him good.
Fuck Havertz. I'm done with that guy, man. Please get him off the team. I'm fucking tired of this guy.
He's good at heading though, isn't he, Havertz?
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
It's been a year since I turned on Havertz, and everyone told me he was going to put me in the mud sooner or later. I'm still waiting.
Fucking Havertz kicked the water bottle harder than
How long does Havertz left in his contract?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2025. I think.
You see Enzo yesterday in the midfield as well. How frustrated he was getting. He must be fucking.
I don't blame him, man.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
what
you turn to your right and you see this. I'd be frustrated too.
Like that's the thing. Go and look what he was playing with before January, and look what he's come to play with now.
The thing is, he's playing with shit, but he's still looking good. Do you know what I mean? Put him next to a competent DM, and do you know what I mean?
And I don't know who it was on the stream I was on yesterday. Pointed out, it's like he's gotten to the point where, like the last few games, he's just taking he's fully ignoring instructions and taking things into his own account. Like he's fully like doing whatever the fuck he wants now, and it's working because he's good. This fucking team.
I thought Carney was good too.
Yeah, he was
good. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? By the way, what can happen when you give a guy
when you play
expectations and
when you're not fucking basing.
Oh my gosh, just to praise a youth player.
No, I know. I was about to say, praise you.
Hey, he ain't from the academy. That's why he's good.
Unreal hating. I love it. I love it.
But you seriously can't, like, that back line. You gotta expect us to concede more than like 3 with Hall, Chalobah, Fofana, and Aspie. We're conceding more than 3 from the start.
I thought we're conceding 10.
I don't get why we're resting Silva either. Like, we've got 1 game left. What's the point?
I'm honestly gonna give 2 shits about Silva at this point. Just get rid of him.
I have to say though,
let's get rid of this center back. That's good advice.
Sage, get rid of him.
Yeah, why get rid of him? What the fuck?
You know what? I'm actually sick and tired of these veterans we have to rely on. Like, just get rid of them, man. Like, injury prone. Oh, just get rid of them.
He's the only person we can rely on.
Give me the youth.
So what? What difference does that make? Like, Silva's gonna leave anyway soon. So just start build a new foundation at the back, and stop relying on Silva, 39-year-old.
I mean,
like,
you saw the back line last game.
You see that thinking right there is results that happened yesterday. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not saying have like old fucks like Aspie and Silva together, but like you need experience in the back. Yesterday is what you don't have to play Silva every game. You know what I mean?
I get that, but like
I don't agree with all kids like in the lineup. This is we're not gonna.
Yeah, obviously.
In the lineup.
You just said it.
No, I didn't say that.
You just said it.
I did not say we had to play kids. I said, no, what I mean by veteran, I mean players who are running out of a contract, players who are clearly out of their prime, who are done. Like, let's build a... If Poch comes in, I want Poch to come in and build a franchise with, like, let's say, Badashile, Fofana. I'm saying it's a perfect opportunity for him to build a new team and not completely just rely on, like fucking, like, Thiago Silva.
Yeah, but you can do that and still have Silva to rely on.
Well, we'll see what that gets us.
I think what your problem is, Sage, is that we have too much of an over-reliance on him because everything else is shit. You want everything else to improve around him. But that doesn't mean Silva has to be taken away as a result of that.
This makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. The one guy.
I have to say yesterday, on the ball, there were certain things, certain combination I really liked. It's just that they didn't have a structure, and that's from Lampard. And Lampard didn't help matters as well. Do you know when Garnacho came on, he was cooking Aspi. Lampard should have just moved Chalobah to right back, bring in Koulibaly or Silva just to protect it. I don't know. I don't know what he was watching.
But acting Lampard, he's fucking retarded, man.
Lampard was sitting down, just chilling.
I think we have a very talented team. I can see it. I might be deluded, but I see
we do.
Yeah, and I think getting a manager that has a structure that can get something out of these players will be all right.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
It's all about.
Yeah, no, because people are crying about, and also people are crying say we should have kept Graham Potter to the end of the season.
You know, it's not as obvious because you got people saying, "Oh my God, we're way up. We're not gonna even do."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
I mean, those people are dumb. So
yeah, so it's not really obvious, bro, because they're just, I don't know, man.
The talent in the squad is
it's clear
there for all to see. You just need to have a coach that can put them together and get them all going the same way.
It's all about correct. What's it called?
I can barely hear you, dude.
What? Can you hear me now?
No.
Yeah, I wish I couldn't.
Oh my God!
Just as on form today.
I'll take the piss out of everybody. If you're here, you get the piss taken out of you. No, you're good, bro. I'm just taking the piss.
Yeah, it's all about.
Did you say something?
It's all about.
Huh? I can't hear you.
It's all about.
What?
Wallahi.
Go ahead. I won't say nothing.
It's all about profile the players in the correct way. That's all about.
If you cover your mouth up, we can't hear you.
I said it's all about profiling the correct players, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was worth the wait.
I'm prioritizing the positions.
The obvious knowledge we're getting this morning. It's all about winning the games. We just want to win them. Don't want to lose them, but we do want to win them.
How are we gonna win when these lot mentality wise, like they're in the
where does the Fata, I'll ask you a question.
Maybe we get better
from the
players.
manager, man.
I was going to say, where does that mentality come from?
Good manager, right?
There we go.
Look at the two managers we've had this season.
What do you think?
You know what I realised, by the way, with the game yesterday, and I didn't clock this. I think I saw Slens tweet this or someone else, that it's 3 years after his first match as a Chelsea manager, right? And this prick set the team up in the same way. He literally set the team up and played the same way with two separate Chelsea teams, with two separate groups of players, and failed, and the same result happened twice.
Yeah, Old Trafford, yeah.
3 years apart. He learns fuck all. He's fucking stupid.
I honestly don't think Ryan Lampard gives a shit about managing. Like,
oh no, he cares about managing. He doesn't care about Chelsea Football Club. I thought that's what you were going to say.
This guy. I meant like.
I thought he cared for the peace, man. He cared for the peace.
No, he does. As much as I hate his manager, he does care about the football club. He does. He's just a fucking inept.
Yeah, he cares about Gallagher.
He's just an awful manager.
Bobby, I'll be completely honest. I disagree. I think he only cares about his own ego and his own career. Because if he cared about the football club, number one, he wouldn't be saying half the shit he's saying. He'd take responsibility. Number two, he would have walked. Like,
true.
Like or you do your best to set the club up in the best way going forward. And none of what he's done since he's come in has done that. He's doing.
Might
that.
be back for a third stint anyway. See what he said after the game.
You know what?
He said that he's not saying goodbye on Sunday because he'll always be coming back and stuff like that.
Oh hell no!
You know,
you didn't see that.
Yeah, after saying all of that, I'm still happy.
Well, he'll come to games.
Yeah, that's what he meant. He said he'd come to watch.
What do you think? He's going to come for the occasional management session?
No, I was just taking the piss.
Well, who do you think is going to manage the Chelsea legends versus Bayern legends? Come on, man. Could only be a legend.
No, I think it means that you come watch the games. You see, many times.
I just hope when he's done as a manager, fans can go back to remember him as a player and not like he's not tarnished because of this.
Yeah, that's why I want this done because Lampard, the manager, pisses me off so much.
Exactly, that's all I want. Is I want to go back and remember him for like the best times. All the goals he scored, the games he played for, all the best times. I don't want to remember him for this shit.
But even after this year, I'm still happy with him being here than Graham Potter.
I'm not.
That's how it
We're
is.
worse than we would be.
Rodrigo, what a fucking stinky take, man.
No. Let me explain. Let me explain my point.
Rodrigo's on Azata.
Let me explain my point, right? If we kept Grandpos here, these owners were willing to back him. Grandpos could have picked up form, maybe win 2 or 3 games, and then they would have said, right, let's give him pre-season, and then we know next season is going to be a write-off. I'd rather...
We were saying that for 6 months, Rodrigo.
Why are we talking about something that didn't happen?
I was going to say also, so can I just you're glad we got worse. That's what I'm just trying to work out. You're glad we got worse as a team. And you're glad our players suffered. Have suffered.
I was one of the people at the time, I'm not going to lie, that said,
so you want to keep Potter then?
Fuck me, I was wrong.
Yes,
I don't want to take the risk of him staying here till next season.
He wouldn't have stayed here, but I would have rather kept him because it wouldn't have got worse. And as I said, Lampard has done more damage to some of these players than Potter did. Some of the damage he's doing, not even doing to these players, is so bad, especially the young guys. Doing this much damage to some players early in their career. We're lucky he didn't have these players for longer. Can you imagine if he'd been here for half the season? The damage he'd have done to some of these guys.
It feels like he has been here half the season.
All of these guys, Jesus.
52 million release clause for Ugarte.
Yeah, I just see that we're apparently favourites because we're willing to do the instalments higher than PSG or something.
Ooh.
We're not doing instalments. We're just paying the release.
Just paying it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Just before you guys go, I just want to go through these 2 quickly. Big up Palo saying, Lewis, thank you in the panel for sticking through the season, through good and very bad with Chelsea. Much appreciated, everyone. Go Chelsea. Big up Palo, man. That was a very heartwarming super chat. Big up to you, my guy. And yeah, the panel as well, man. We've been here through good times and the shit, bro. But we'll be here next season as well, and through the summer and all the stuff in the middle. Steve, big up, my guy. I will shout you for tomorrow's preview as well. I think I follow you on Twitter, so I'll drop you a message, my guy. Appreciate the donation, my friend, and I'll shout you tomorrow. And congrats on the win in advance. And yeah, big up, my guys. Ugarte, bring him in.
I got to bring this up before everybody goes on Ugarte, because once again, Uncle Jesters is always right. According to Mail Sport, Ivan Toney bet 13 times that his team would lose.
Yeah,
he's been diagnosed with a gambling addiction.
Yeah, they actually reduced his sentence to 8 months because he has an addiction. They gave him a little bit of leeway because he's an addict.
This guy should never play football again.
Okay, that's a bit.
13 bets. He got an addiction.
Never play football again. If you bet on your team to lose, that means you were throwing games.
I bet on Chelsea.
No. Wait. Wasn't the games he bet on for them to lose games he wasn't playing?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Lewis. That does
still
not
bad.
matter.
It's still bad.
But the thing, never to play again.
Yes, never again.
Why the hell should you not play for the rest of his life?
It's not somebody you can trust, man. You got somebody with an addiction like that. That's almost impossible to trust that he's not going to do that again.
No, Josh. I get that, but then there are ways around that. There's therapy and shit like that. To say he should never play football again is fucking nonsense.
A bit strong.
Really? Because they've done it in other sports. They ban people for life for cheating and betting on your team, or betting when you're playing a sport on that sport is cheating.
Who? Pete Rose?
Yeah, this just happened in the NFL. The wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons was suspended.
This is the English Premier League.
Suspended indefinitely for betting on his team hundreds and hundreds of times.
I thought he was suspended for a year.
Right now, I think it's indefinitely. I don't think they've given him a time frame.
No,
because more information keeps coming out about how many bets he made, what games he bet on. Did he bet on the team? Yes, of course he did. When you know information about if guys are healthy, not healthy, who's playing, who's not playing, and you're betting on your team, that is a complete ethical violation at the highest level.
That's all fine though, but to be banned for life is kind of stupid.
It's not
then
stupid.
Don't do it. Yeah, again, you guys, you don't know what you're talking
about. Why the fuck would
you
be banned for life like that?
Because you're not supposed to do that. It's like breaking a law. That's why you go to jail, because you broke a law.
All right, he got punishment already.
How could you ever, as an owner, trust a guy to play for your team that may or may not have put money on it, may or may not affect his performance on the pitch.
Okay, that's different. That's the
Sure, you have
team.
that
Though.
betting ID.
I can understand the team, but banning from the sport, that's retarded.
Yes. It's a privilege to play football. It's not a right to play football.
Yeah, he should have gave his friends that money to make those bets.
Most nonsense I've ever heard. Jesus Christ.
I think the fact that it's come out that he's bet against his own club to lose does make it worse. But he shouldn't be banned, in my opinion. He shouldn't be banned for life.
I say, Bobby, the biggest thing in all of this goes on what Jester said a few minutes ago. Of he didn't. You can say he bet on his team. Yes. Was he actively playing like he was trying to lose games?
Like he's out there influencing it.
It doesn't matter, Scott. He knows the tactics. He knows the players who are available, who aren't available. He knows what they do well, what they don't do well. All that is stuff that's completely illegal to do. Completely illegal.
And what I'm talking about is match fixing, which is different to what he's doing because he is not actively going out there
influencing it,
matches and influence matches.
Yeah. If you think he did that on a game that he played in, you're smoking some good boots.
If he had done that,
definitely did.
I'd agree with you, but he hasn't.
Oh yeah, he has.
Cool. And did his performances ever drop to the point of, you can tell he's match fixing? No. So
that's why it's called match fixing, because
that's
you
the
can't
problem,
tell.
Scott. You don't
Sometimes
know.
I think Havertz does
that's the
it.
problem in itself.
That's true. You know, I don't know who said that, but Havertz
I
might
said
be doing
that.
that.
I always think Havertz is doing that, man.
Havertz.
I think Havertz should be banned for life just because he's shit.
Look, that's something that's an unwritten rule.
That's
You
harsh.
do not do it. It's like taking PEDs. You get banned for life. You get banned for life. Too freaking bad. You shouldn't have done it. And I don't want to hear about addiction crap because addictions never go away.
It's nice to see him taking some accountability on his Instagram too. That's a good sign as well.
Yeah. Addiction never goes away, folks. It stays with you the rest of your life. And if you don't think he's going to get down and do it again,
Man, passive aggressive.
I don't think it's addiction. I just think he said that so
it was
he can get less
addiction.
games.
He said it was addiction.
I know. I think he said that so he can probably get less of a less of a punishment.
This just, I'll say it smacks of when people plead insanity to get
I'm gonna take him at his word.
Yeah, like he's using it as a court tactic, to be
But you don't think he ever bet on himself in a game.
I'm
you
not
think he's smart
saying-
enough to do that?
I'm not saying that he.
I'm not saying he didn't do that shit.
Yeah, he probably did multiple times. Ivan Tony to get 2,000. He deliberately got 2,000 on purpose. Obviously, he did that. But
Why are you defending somebody who knowingly bet on his team?
Jimmy's
I'm
got
not
a lot of
defending
viewers
him.
today, so I want to get him in. Is there anyone is Keyshawn here?
Yeah, he is.
Keyshawn,
I think he was.
Rodrigo, anyone
No,
out here?
Mabusi. Addictions cannot go away.
Yo, I'm about to cut, Lewis. You good? Adam.
Big
I'm
bless,
about
Javi.
I gotta
Appreciate
go.
that.
I'm about to go pick up. All right.
Take care, my G. Big up, bro. Have a good weekend.
Big up. One more game, guys. One more game.
One more game, brother. Jimmy, roll through, man. I want to hear your thoughts on this. I also disappeared a few minutes ago. I had to pick up a package.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
What do you mean, man? I had to pick up a package.
Package of what?
Hey, betting addiction, man.
Did money exchange hands?
No, maybe. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and all of that. And,
Addictions do not go away, though. What?
No, addictions never go away. You can learn to live with them, but they're still there. Addictions.
The habits, yes, the habits.
That's why alcoholics usually stay in some sort of AA program for most of their life.
Yeah.
Again, this is a weird. This is a weird take to defend, man. I just don't like. What he did is really, really, really
I'm in a
unethical.
position of not defending him, but to take away his whole career, I think is too much. Personally,
no, we don't take away his career. He took away his career by doing something like that. That he's not a victim in this. Stop making somebody who did something wrong a victim.
I don't
He's not a victim, but doesn't he deserve another chance?
I don't think you need to make a blanket ban on him, but I could completely understand if high-level teams and owners don't want to touch him. That makes
maybe they
complete
don't
sense.
know. Yeah, maybe they don't.
That's fair, but that's completely different to what the initial point was. That's 100% fair.
My point stands.
No, it doesn't.
It's a privilege to pay a child's game for what they make every week. It's a privilege. And for you to go out and bet against your team, I don't care if you're playing or not, or bet in a sport that you're supposed to be playing in, is not allowed. It's one of those things that you just cannot do.
But it sounds like you're more annoyed about the fact he bet against his own team as opposed to betting itself.
Yeah, that is even worse. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, it's a madness. I agree with you, but like, I feel like that's what stuck out to you more over the betting in general.
I already knew he bet on his team before even any of this came out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jimmy, bit of background noise, bro.
Some of the blanket statements being made. Of fucking Christ, Jesus Christ,
yeah,
man.
Sean Newland says, "I don't care. Get Tony, firm the ban. Hashtag bet365. Hashtag I bet as well." Yeah, bet.
I bet too.
He'll be in the championship before you know it.
Says, "I don't think you understand how." I mean, it is over 200 bets. It is very bad, but
most of them are old.
He does it again, isn't it?
And over multiple years too. It's not like this season he did it like for the first time. It's like this is like a long line, and this is probably just when they caught him. It probably was happening before they even caught him. They actually investigated him for years and let him keep doing it so they could build more evidence against him. Like that, you can guarantee he was doing it before they even caught wind of it. So it's a real bad look. Maybe this is just like a different country's way of looking at something, but like, man, that is really, really hard if you're going to try to put faith in a guy like that as an owner to invest in him. It's just a really, really tough look.
Maybe that's the bit that's going to hurt him the most, because now, because of this, he might not get that massive move. Do you know what I mean?
He won't. Nobody's going to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
And that might be the bit more than the ban. But then there
You
still
go to
might be someone
China.
out
You
there
go
that
to
will try
Saudi,
and-
get bigger
you
contracts.
don't know. He'll be back next January, won't he?
I was going to say, we're talking about a guy who in like 8 months is going to be back playing football. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Oh yeah, because those big clubs are going to put their faith on somebody who could be banned again, and next time it will be for life.
Look at what these big clubs have defended people
No,
from.
fuck this. Hang on. There are players who have raped, who have murdered people. And
two wrongs make a right. There we go.
No, I'm
Liverpool
telling you,
Suarez
your
with the
point is
racism.
fucking stupid. I'm telling you, your point is fucking stupid because we've had people do way worse in life and they are still playing. Rightly or wrongly, they're still playing. So what you're saying is
Did the thing about Mason Greenwood, did it come out to be false?
I'm not talking about Greenwood.
It's the same kind of thing. You're talking about somebody with a stain on their reputation, whether it be for betting or for whatever. But I actually think Mason Greenwood was found not guilty of stuff, right? Didn't they say he didn't do anything?
Josh, that's cool. What's Thomas Partey and Marcus Alonso doing right now?
Well, they're playing football, but they're probably being investigated, which you're not going to pull them if in the middle of an investigation.
Yeah. Again, this is if you say, well, this person got to play, why can't that person play? Well, I'm sorry, I don't think any of them should be allowed to play. That's my opinion. Marcus Alonso should never been allowed on the field again. Thomas Partey should never be allowed on the field again. Again, they're privileged to be playing a child sport as an adult. If this is the best you can do is commit a crime, then go away. Sorry.
But at least you're consistent with it. Say that.
I thought Jimmy think you can catch me out? I didn't make those rules. I didn't let those people play. If it was up to me,
Jimmy said he needed like 5 minutes. I think he just reserved his spot. He'll be back.
I don't care if Greenwood was a young kid. He knew what he was doing. He's not an idiot.
I don't want to speak
Allegedly. As much as I hate to say it,
doing bets and doing what he allegedly did is completely different.
I'll say allegedly because it's Lewis's channel. We're not doing this nonsense. Despite how much I disagree with Jester on this, we're not doing this thing of going back and looking at people and go, but they didn't get enough. Fuck that nonsense. Like, anyone who wants to defend that motherfucker, hey, don't fucking chat to me. Don't talk to me. Don't acknowledge me.
Yeah, ban him anyway.
Okay. So what do you guys think about Mudryk?
Should we talk about a guy? Mudryk was fucking. He was terrible yesterday, but again, he's young and needs time.
I'll say this about Mudryk, right?
He's tough.
The end product is not obviously there yet, but he consistently impressed me in terms of off the ball move. He gets in those positions consistently. So if he can be coached, then we have a serious player in our hands.
I agree, Sage.
Yeah.
Flashes. He has flashes in a game where he does good thing. Even in the game, did you see the 1-2 movement
In the middle, yeah.
middle? He does these things, and then
They're just trying too hard to impress. If
Yeah,
they just play within the game, settle down a little bit, they'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and Noni are kind of suffering from the same thing, just a slightly different variation of it. But yeah, it's like you want to show what you can do. You want to make a name for yourself early. You're really trying your ass off, and it just doesn't go
It's
your way.
almost like
sometimes.
every time he receives the ball, he thinks he needs to create something. He has to create something.
Yeah, it's because he won't be playing again for about. Well, he ain't going to be playing now because season's over. But under Lampard, he ain't had a chance, is he? He's probably thinking, "I've got to do something. I'm not playing again."
But that's what when young players get on the pitch and they should have been on the pitch more often.
Yeah,
they all do that. They just they play outside of what their comfort zone is to show what they can do.
Yeah,
usually that turns out poorly. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Like the few issues with like his touch and stuff, like those are things that come with when you're playing consistently. Those things clean up. He's been playing very inconsistently, so it's hard to like nail him on little things like that because it's like those are just things that come with like game time and comfortability and confidence, yeah, all that stuff. Like those will all improve with like regular game time. When you're playing like one game, then not for like 3 weeks, and then one, and then not for 2 weeks, and then like it just makes it really hard to get consistent with your style
Also
of play.
He doesn't know where to position himself. He's sometimes like he's in no man's land. Is he going to press the fullback? Is he? He's confused again.
That's because he's got no direction from the manager.
Exactly, from the manager.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned at all with any of our new signings. I'm not actually. Yeah.
If we look back at the Mudryk under Potter, especially that game against Liverpool versus now, is two completely different players. Like the Mudryk then was like he was actually dribbling past 4 players. His tight dribbling was actually good. His positioning was much better. His shots, even though they weren't still going, they were more accurate and that actually made sense. Now he's just literally picking up the ball, relying on his speed. Just I don't know what he's doing. Like it's just.
So wait till Mudryk catches Tim's at Planet Fitness.
So what's the thing on Ugarte? Because I swear I read that PSG and Chelsea are trying to do it without paying the release clause. They're trying to do it to structure it different.
The first
They're trying to structure the deal.
Yeah, the first report was last night, and that PSG are willing to pay 60 mil, but it's like all in installments or like mostly in installments. And then the report I saw was that we are willing to pay the release clause or something. I don't know if it's Fabrizio or someone else. I saw a report that we are willing to pay the release clause, or communicated to Sporting that we're willing to pay the release clause.
Yeah, it's the right move. If you didn't watch yesterday, the midfield was non-existent on defense.
Yeah,
you need to have somebody like that, or a Caicedo, or both, preferably. But yeah, go get him.
I think it makes absolute sense, and all that money for that type of player.
Apparently he want to play in the Premier League.
So
I don't know.
I see that, Rodrigo. Yeah,
us not being in the Champions League, I don't know how that's gonna impact. I think
I've said this before. I don't think it impacts that much, especially for like it depends on where you're buying.
So yeah,
it's not even that. It depends on where you're buying players from. Like no disrespect to the Portuguese league, but like he's going from there where the money he'll be making, the eyes on him, just the level of the league isn't at times the best, to a league where, even though I don't think it's the best, it's very high level, and he'll be earning a lot more money just naturally, even without being in the Champions League. So like for him, it's a no-brainer, and it's one of those things where, like, in the back of the head, you as a player in the back of your head are always thinking there is then a potential, like, of me getting a move to a Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So if he goes to PSG don't sell their players. So if he goes there, that's it. He's staying there for the rest of his career.
No, they do, but after they have terrible seasons.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's kind of the thing. Like, I think if you're him and you're like evaluating the two teams, like obviously we had a poor year, but if you look at it like from a broader scope, you're like, PSG, and there's a lot of turmoil going on there. You know, Neymar will be gone, Messi will be gone, and Mbappe will probably want to leave. There's not really. You got older players there, Verratti. These guys a little bit older. Like, there's not much there. The league, especially for someone his style of play, I think it would be like a super boring move for him to go there. Where if you look at Chelsea, there's a big young core. There's a clear message from a player standpoint of what they're trying to do. They want to build a young team for a lot of years. That's good for a lot of years. I just think it would make more sense for him from a career standpoint to look at a club like Chelsea over PSG. Like,
our project looks
as bad as we were, like the overall project is still much better.
Yeah,
I'll say, you know, with the PSG, kind of what you touched on, Josh, like from the looks of it, they're trying to kind of move to a similar sort of thing as what we're doing in terms of the youth players. I mean, like younger players, trying to build around young players. We're just because of the business we did in the summer
we're ahead of them on.
We're ahead of them, yeah.
Yeah, we're slightly ahead of them in that aspect. So that's
you have Ugarte and Enzo, what, both 22 as well? Like, fucking you said.
And they come from like Ugarte, the league he comes from. It suits the Premier League really well for his position.
Oh my God, could you imagine that midfield?
You know, it just gives you like that kind of like fighter that you need in the midfield in the Premier League. He has that in spades. Yeah. So it's like, I like it. I think it's a really positive move. You know, hopefully. That's still depending on what I guess 60 would have to be the number, right? Because of the release clause. But that gives you options to maybe go even like if you don't sign another one, you can keep a couple of the young guys there, or you can give you maybe a little bit of money, to go get a guy like that if you can get him for a little bit cheaper.
And if you can't, Josh, it means you may be able to go more top heavy for a number 9 you want. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, you give like Santos or Casady, you give one of those guys a chance, and you move your money to a different position group.
Well, I think that's why we're going, looking at maybe Navas at the
Taylor Navas,
because he'd be like 10 million, 5 million.
Yeah,
I was going to say, and you could potentially even, depending on what PSG want to do, you could even potentially just go for a loan for a year. Because they seem quite happy to just loan him out, or at least not have him in the squad. And it's like if you can kind of work something around that potentially and just loan him in for a year. I mean, you're not stuck with your wages for more than one season, you know.
Yeah, because just like we talked about the other day, like Scott, like if they do think Slonina is the guy in a year or two, getting a Navas for a year on loan, maybe that makes a lot of sense from them from a business standpoint. Gives you a really solid shot stopper for a season on the cheap, and then gives you the season after. Now you got your young stud keeper to come in and take over. Like,
I think that's fair enough. And if you do see Navas come in, that's going to be the plan.
Also, then as well, you've got someone. Sorry to interrupt. You've got someone who fits the mold of what we've been asking for in terms of a leader on the pitch and in the dressing room, and a guy that has been there. I say he's been there, done it not every league, but he's done it internationally. He's done it at club level for two different big clubs, two different big leagues. Like he's done it all. So like you have that there. It's kind of a similar mold to Silva. Like you have another one there that can carry that. But
I think it'd be a smart signing.
And then you can afford to have a couple of more younger guys because you've got another experienced guy who can handle the pressure of helping them through.
Absolutely. I sent you the article from Portugal. Lewis.
Oh, one sec.
Not that you can read it. All right. But it's a Chelsea on it, so hey.
How reliable Abola?
Yeah, I find them hit and miss personally when I've seen their stuff.
Just because I saw Super Pochettino's comment, which like there are a couple of players that they probably want like that. I'll tell you what, actually, if depending on what you can do, if they do want to play on loan, send in like Casady or Santos there for a season.
What's up,
maybe even Santos is like the replacement for Ugarte. I think that's a great move.
Yeah,
that's a great step for his development.
So I expect apologies from everybody in the chat who said who I told them that they told me that they have to suffer with Mount for 10 years because he's a proper Chelsea and he loves this club. And apparently the club has been trying for the last 3 months to keep this odd-nosed creature, but they couldn't. And now everybody has to eat their own words because they're full of shit, they're full of emotions, and they were wrong.
That's a fact.
They were wrong.
He wants that money. That's it.
Especially
Make
you,
him out.
yellow bus Daniel. I'm calling you out.
Hey,
You said that guy is a proper Chelsea and he loves the club and he's a great player. And 3 of those things were false, proven, about time.
He wants to, yeah.
He's not a proper Chelsea. He wanted money and he's a pretty average player.
Yep.
Do you think the club actually wanted to sell him, and then they
you still have him as your Avi.
this BS? Oh yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I do.
He said, "Yeah, I don't mind."
It's tactical. It's tactical. I think the club. Yeah, I think the club wanted to sell him. They're just giving him this BS.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think
Yeah,
they
they
wanted.
offered him contracts.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to sell him because I don't think they want to sell a lot of these players in terms of a lot of the young players that they see can have a future, and I think he could have done, but he's not signing a contract, so he can leave.
He can go.
Rodrigo, I think they just want to pay him what they think he's worth.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. They're like, well, yeah, we'd like you to stay, but at what we value you as. If you value yourself as some superstar, well, by all means, please go find that money somewhere else. But this is what we value you as, and that's what we're going to offer you. It's not. I mean, they're just not going to be held hostage over this guy. Who they maybe don't value or rank as some sort of elite prospect. So I have no problem with the club taking a firm stance on that. If they have a bracket that they evaluate him as, and that's where they want him to keep, then I have no issues at all with them not moving off of that.
Yeah, me either. I agree 100% now.
Plus, he doesn't really excel in any position. He's not really our best attacker. He's not our best midfielder. And he's not our best defender, even though he doesn't play.
This is why I don't get why Man United want him.
So why give him 300k, bro?
Good manager. Like, why the fuck does he want Mason Mount?
I really like kind of.
The midfield three of Bruno, Casemiro, and Mount. Where's the ball retention there?
It's not even but he wouldn't start there. He doesn't start over Ericsson.
He doesn't get these big clubs. I don't think.
It ain't a problem. All we have to know is he's gone. Yeah, I don't care what his situation is at another club. Don't care.
Does this mean Johnny also leaves?
Take care, bro.
No,
Johnny also leaves, bro. Oh, that would be amazing. Johnny and all the weirdos.
Johnny's fucking Twitter space the other day, man, was.
Johnny will stay but complain, bro. That's what he
Quick
will.
question.
It's doing a disservice to sit here and talk about somebody who is obviously has some sort of problems in his life. Let's just not talk about him anymore. That's not correct. You don't talk about special people like that.
Quick question. Do you guys believe in the reports that say Pochettino is trying to convince Mason Mount?
I don't believe any reports from any journalists. They're all shite.
Bro, Pochettino barely speaks English, bro. I don't believe these lies, man.
He speaks English. He speaks English.
He's probably trying to convince him to take the money that the club's offering him, not the money that he wants.
The thing is, if that is true, right? I don't know if it's true, false, whatever, but it doesn't matter because he's not the one. He can only talk to him so much if that is true. Like at the end of the day, if Mount doesn't lower his demands, then he is gone.
People think he sent him like good morning texts, It's like, are you gonna stay? Like that kind of crap, man. The way that you read it, man.
Yeah, I think that a lot of these journalists, what they do, first of all, they have to be first on everything. So instead of getting it correct, they want to be first. And to think that Pochettino's number one thing is coming in and keeping Mason Mount, please stop.
Walk of shame.
Okay.
Appreciation.
If he wasn't English, none of these reports would come out. And it's only because English reporters want to sell or make English people click on their site. Okay, there you go. That is exactly what's going on.
By the way,
we spoke about this before. I don't even understand, and I don't even. It's not just him being English though, or it's not just him being because I know Kai, you mentioned about him being white. It's not even just that because we've had other players in that situation who haven't fit the same. We have had other players in that situation who fit the same description who haven't had the same level of PR, the same level of bullshit as he has, and I don't get why he gets it about everyone else. Like he gets it over James, he gets it over everyone else in the team, every other young English player that we've had. He gets it over more than some of the guys at other clubs who are better than he is. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Because he's poster boy, Scott.
Yeah,
by the way, Scott, the guy you wanted is linked to Chelsea, bro.
I know. Reece James is should be the poster boy of Chelsea, not fucking Mount.
Yeah, but it's
but you cannot
Speaking of Reece James, he got injured again.
You can't call Mount a snake. He's more of a rat because a snake is dangerous. Mount is not.
Oh my God.
He's a sewer rat, bro. That's what
Man,
he
where
is,
are the
bro.
Kai Havertz links? That's what I want to
that.
see. I want him out of here.
I don't think any team wants him.
Patrick
Hey,
Bateman.
look. He's balding like his dad
Put
too,
that
bro.
comment. I'm gonna roast this fool
Yeah, he's
again.
balding like his dad, bro. Mount, you're not gonna be hands up for long, my man.
Patrick Bateman. He does not sell the most shirts. He
Let's
has
go,
never
ball
sold
people.
the most shirts ever.
The thing
Please
is, like,
learn something.
I can 100% believe that he does. Even if
I
he
think he
does,
does, doesn't he?
Who cares?
It's because
Like,
the little kids love him. That's all.
No, but
That's only reason he sells
that's
shirts.
the thing. It's like Ronaldo last season sold the most shirts for United, but guess what? They're better off without him because he was like a detriment to their team. So who cares? Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, because do you know what? Do you know what you do instead? Is you create another star, i.e., James, Enzo, insert
Santos,
player name here, and then they'll sell the most shirts because they're the star of the team and the club. That's how it's always worked.
Well, why
That's
is
how
it Reece James signed his contract with no dramas, but Mount can't? Do you know what I mean? It's just
It's not even just that. Chalobah did. You had who else?
Chilwell.
Chilwell. All of these guys signed their new contracts. No drama.
Can I explain? Can I put my side on it? Yeah, I think Mount saw that we're not doing well, and a lot of people forget that this is a job for them. Yeah, it's not like, oh my god, it's his boyhood club. It doesn't fucking matter. It's he thinks United is a better prospect. He can make more money, and let's face it, how many of us would stay in a company just because we like the people in there? You know, if the other company pays us more.
He's proper
Not many, man.
Chelsea.
Nah, I think people look at it emotional. You know, he's a football player. He's not a fan. For him, it's a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you think there's a better prospect, then he's gonna go to that prospect. I don't think he cares about the fan. The fact that the fans are just gullible and just eat it up. The fact that he gives a fuck, it's up to them, not to him.
Exactly
not,
that,
not
guy.
on Mount.
Like,
yeah,
exactly that. It's like you don't just accept that he does not care, and it's fine. Like, that's absolutely fine as
Are
well.
we not going to talk about the Ziyech assist? Are we not going to do that?
Bro, no one cares. Ziyech has the most assists of the worst Chelsea ever. Bro. Wait.
Yo, what up, Habibi? What up, Habibi?
No, listen, 1 second, okay?
Who gives a shit?
Let's
He's
talk
gone
about
at
What
the
a loss to Felix, though. I'll give him
It
credit.
was,
That's what I'm saying,
like, he
bro.
was. I'll be honest. He was decent when he came on, but it means nothing. We're a game away from the end of the season.
He's getting offered the new contract, Scott. He's getting offered the new
No,
contract.
he's not.
New contract.
Oh my
Listen
god.
up, listen up, yeah? Can we
Quit free
talk about
basing
Colwell?
something, dude. You got to stop that shit.
Can we talk about Colwell?
I'll be honest, right?
You mean the
I think
next
this
Academy
fan,
player we need to ship
I
off
think
to
this,
get a new player?
I think this fan base is getting distracted, kind of like the whole thing that happened with what was the drama thing that happened a couple of days ago? I forgot what it was. It was about a player.
Is it that deep?
I didn't
No.
even see it.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't even see what it was.
Lewis,
It's not deep. It's not
Lewis,
deep in
yeah?
any way. People are just getting pissed off because they're in their feels about the game last night and about the season. It's
What
not
did he
deep.
do?
Is it deep?
It's
Scott,
not deep.
Is it deep when Ziya's posted a picture of him scoring against us? Is that deep?
Oh my god, dude. You got
that
one
deep,
freaking
Scott?
tune and it's
No,
freaking one
like,
out of
cool.
zero.
Can I ask you? When was this done? Like, when did he do this? What was the context? Because the thing is, like, it's context. This guy was out last night drinking with his teammates and with his mate, so he's probably drunk. He's also 18, and like at best, it's like it's distasteful and it's poor timing. But people vilifying him and saying, "Oh, fuck him, he needs to be sold," this, that, and the other. Like, why are you?
Same way they did with Ziyech? Yeah, the same way they did with Ziyech.
I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything wrong, bro. He just celebrating the team that he played for. Who gives a fuck?
I'll just say it's distasteful, 100%. But like,
some
who
people in
cares?
this fan base just need to.
I
Get
mean,
laid,
it's not. I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Scott. But I wouldn't necessarily call it distasteful because it's like this is if you can call it like the best season of his career, right? So why is he going to be in a bad mood?
I genuinely believe that Brighton went on like a little party the day after because they've just had the highest finish in Premier League.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I was about to say that as well because I saw people going, "Oh, look at his hands." What, the fact that he's doing 4? Because number one, it's just like he's putting his hands up. Number two, if he's doing 4, they just finished 4. Like, they just finished in the Europa League. Like, what? Why are people going, "Oh, it's"?
And I swear his shirt number's 4.
Bro, if he's just doing the peace sign, it's just a peace sign. We're not going to say it's a peace sign.
It's literally in his Avi.
No. He's not number 4 for Brighton. He's not number 4 for Brighton.
Christ, man.
Bro, it's a fucking it's a
what
fucking
happened to
peace
the
sign.
world, man? Just a
It's a
picture, but he's
peace sign.
celebrating.
No. All I'm saying is
This fan base needs therapy, man. We need
Is Gilmore
therapy.
allowed to drink? Is Gilmore even allowed to drink? Bro?
Listen. All I'm saying.
Yeah, that dwarf, by the way.
Ziyech puts a video of him scoring against us. The world goes mad. Get rid of him. So
No,
this
see,
guy
I'll ask you again. What is the context?
I honestly don't care about
Ajax
football post
posted it, so he
videos or pictures.
reposted
I
it.
don't care, man.
Ajax
Let them-
posted it, and then you reposted it. That's it. It was a random day. Ajax posted it, and then he reposted it. That's it.
Then cool, that's calm. And it's the same
That's
thing.
calm, but he got ripped.
I
He
was
got
saying,
ripped
I apologize.
Look at the comment on the picture. Look, the third comment, bro. Hey, man.
No, you know what it is, Scott? Yeah, the bigger picture is.
Hey, man.
The bigger picture is you got Alex Goldberg and Felix licking this 18-year-old dick because he's done nothing for Brighton and saying he should come into Chelsea. No, there's no pause there.
Again, we're doing this content of getting in our fields because of what?
Because Ziyech, my favorite player, Ziyech. Oh, fuck off.
Football friend. Oh,
come on, we can't do this.
No, can I
I
ask?
will never apologize to you for nothing, bro.
Because I saw people getting at him as well in terms of like for the way that he's apparently treated the club. Well, the way the club has treated him, like, I'm not going to lie. He's playing for a club that have treated him with respect from day one, from minute one. Whereas Chelsea have done everything they can to like just not really give him anything. So even if he has a little bit of disrespect for the club, who cares? That's on the club. That's on the club to do it now.
That's cap, Scott. That's cap. What have they done wrong to him? What have they done? They faced him on
now I get it. So people think he did the four thing because we conceded fourth.
Yeah.
I think people need to get played. If I'm honest,
It was taken
people are
before.
sad, man.
This shit was the picture was taken before, bro.
I don't care about what you post on your end. Look, as long as you're not gambling on the sport you play in or killing people or committing a crime, I don't care what you put on your
Is that an Ivan Toney this?
Yeah. I don't care what you put on your social media. I don't care. But I'm still using him to go get Caicedo. I don't. Yeah, I mean,
just gonna go through a few of these super chats quick. CNAC says just fucking go get both for heaven's sakes. I think he was talking about Ugarte and Caicedo. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Or Lavia. Just get me two midfielders. Big up Adrian saying the language barrier has helped Enzo not take threatening instructions and avoid trying to make sense of direction. What a super chat.
There's something else that I want to talk about actually when it comes to Enzo. Yeah, there's something else I want to talk about when it comes to Enzo as well. When it came to that situation with him, like with the penalty, why the fuck did no one else in the squad go over and do anything about that?
Because they're bitches.
They're a bunch of bitches.
They're bitches.
They're all a bunch of cocks.
Literally.
Yeah.
Why was the lone player the only player that defended Pulisic when the United players went after him for putting De Gea on his ass?
Yo, Pulisic got up on that header. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
That's nothing. Exactly. I'm gonna come back to the other two, but like, what's this? Andrew says I can't take this anymore. I like you, Zach, but no Ziyech prop, please. Have a great bank holiday weekend. Did he mean Ziyad?
Yeah, I think so.
Zach. Hey, yo, Zach, what up, man? I'm trying to use Zach.
Aye, cost of living, innit? Let me know what that was. Let me know what that was, Andrew. Let me know what that was. Ben says thoughts about Oscar being open to come back.
No, thanks.
Fuck no.
It's because of what Oscar said.
I wanted you to stay, you little dickhead. Don't come back now. Fuck off.
Oscar said the other day in an interview he'd love to come back to Chelsea and he's open to it. That's all.
How did this conversation come about? What reporter asked him this question?
I can't remember, but
I think he was on TalkSport. Yeah.
It was a boot out. Ziyad, my friend.
Yo, what's Surfer? It's on site, bro. It's on site.
Have any final thoughts?
Okay, with Surfer. My final thoughts is I'll send you a signed Ziyech top on me, man. Don't worry.
My guy, bro. Ziyad, I'll see you on Sunday. You at the Newcastle game?
Yeah, I'm there, man.
I'll see you on Sunday, my guy. Big up, brother.
Cost of living.
Big up.
Hey.
What else did we have? Keyshawn said Mason Mount fans worried he's going to get exposed as average in a good team.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking
He
mad.
was exposed as average in our team. What are you talking about?
They'll hype up his meaty performances at other clubs, and God forbid we even draw a game. They'll be, we should have kept Mason Mount and all of this waffle.
Oh, this is a dumbass.
Yeah, that's
Big
not
up David. I'm saying Chelsea disrespected Colwell by paying more than we needed to for Cucurella so we could keep him. Bare disrespect.
That's not disrespect.
They play the same position, dude.
I think he's being sarcastic based on what I said.
I better hope so. I'm like, come on.
Big up, David, man. Appreciate the donation, but I don't think it's disrespectful. I don't think so. I don't think either side's been disrespectful to the other. Personally,
I don't think just this. I think the Chelsea hierarchy, the people are talking about him highly of him. Like they see him as part of one of the people signing the future. Like they rate Colwell. I don't get where this whole disrespect thing is coming from. Like he went out on loan, get some experience, come back, start. End of story.
He's not going to start.
No, he won't.
He's played 15 Premier League games
in the near future. In the near future.
But he can do in the future.
15 Premier League games, and he thinks he should be a starter in Chelsea. Thank you. No. And by the way, the only comps you're sending out of Levi Colwell is his passing and not his defensive abilities. I don't care if my defender can pass if he can defend. Defense first, pass second.
He could break the lines, gents. He can break the lines.
I don't care about breaking the lines. I want him to stop shit from going in the goal.
I'm all with that. They kill me when they talk about we need a striker who can press. We need a striker who can score fucking goals.
we need a goalkeeper that can get assists, man. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want their fucking goalkeeper putting balls into the box. I don't know.
I don't care about goals. I don't care about assists. I care about how many successful presses my striker has from the midfield to the attack. If he's not top of that, I don't care.
What was the thing they put out the other day? Big chances created. Like, I had to go Allen Iverson. We're talking about chances, not assists.
We got to talk about chances.
Well, I think every chance needs context. Because those two chances that Lewis Hall created yesterday were chances. Yeah, that's a real chance.
Yeah.
I said this before. The chances
that should have been 2 assists. But those would count just as much as somebody putting a miracle ball in and a player getting lucky and just getting his foot on it and it going to the keeper. They consider that a chance too. So that's the problem is it's never context.
Exactly, because that's because the chances created stat is the most bullshit stat.
Yeah, it's the biggest bullshit. Like it needs to be. Yeah, it has to be put into context, man.
If you want to use that type of stat, big chances created, and even then, that's not great, but it's better.
Well, big chances is better because it's more emphasis on the actual chance, having a chance of going in. Like the only usually big chances created usually mean the only reason it didn't go into the back of the net is because of the fucking striker. It's whoever had the chance missed it. The other one, chances created, is just a ball that was put into an attack to somebody and they got it onto the keeper.
I don't know. For me, the most important thing for me is if my midfielder can clap the fans at the end of the game. I don't care about the chance creation, bro.
Proper Chels.
So y'all so some people in the comments really saw Lewis Hall play defense yesterday and think he should be our second choice left back.
He's not
he can't play defense.
When did he play defense?
Lewis Hall should be a midfielder. He's a hell of a player for 18 years old.
No, I agree, but he ain't ready to play for Chelsea.
It's not about being ready to play. It's about what he is. But this is the point of us recognizing a gym and recognizing it and grooming it and bringing it along the proper way. I mean, every time we have a player that's not ready to play, that doesn't mean he don't need to be on the squad. There's a lot of guys that ain't been ready to play for Man City.
Yeah, exactly. Most of our team looks like they're not ready to play for Chelsea.
I can't lie, Jimmy. Like speaking of Man City, I just pray that's the thing we need to do. We just need to find the right loan because that's the thing I'm noticing about City. They're doing for their young guys, like the ones that go out on loan, like they seem to like the ones they are invested in. They always seem to hit on their loans, or at least most of the time. Like,
but my thing is,
a couple of guys to Sheffield United this last season, they hit. I can't think of any others off the top of my head.
My thing is not even the loan guys. My thing is the younger guys that you keep around.
Like Phil Foden.
Yeah, like how they do Foden and Cole Palmer and those guys. That's what I like to see. You see, Foden's a little better, so he gets more time. Palmer needs a little bit more grooming, so he gets the odd and out here and here game. Like that's what Cole Palmer do is what we should do is how we should see Lewis Hall and playing in his proper position. Not at fucking left back. He should get the fucking cup game here and there, season done, game mean nothing. He played that type of shit. He don't have to like those guys don't always have to go on loan. Because if it's an odd chance that they might could play, they can put in a decent game. Like Lewis Hall had a good game attacking wise. attacking wise.
But
He
I've
looked
seen
good.
him play in the midfield, and he
But
was
that's
a
why he's a
disaster.
midfielder.
But he was a
He played what?
disaster in the midfield when he played.
Yeah, he played one game in the
45
midfield
minutes, isn't it?
against
Who are you
that was
talking
enough.
about?
against Liverpool. It's like it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. He played one game.
I think
So
the
to
thing with
say,
Paul is I want to see
yeah,
him get like, just because of like his age, and also just because with like kind of what you said, where he's going to play, I think he is going to be about 6th choice. So I just prefer him to go out and get like game time on a loan rather than sit there and do nothing.
but to weigh him in his one game against Liverpool at Anfield, like, come on, man, come on.
Well, hey, you're going to have somebody in the comments say, "Well, Billy Gilmore did it."
Well, I don't
Wait
care
for it.
about
It's
Billy
gonna
Gilmore.
come through.
I'm going by what I've seen that he can bring attacking wise. I've seen him play enough games to see that he brings something to the attack.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just think that he needs to go out on loan because they're going to
Bro,
keep a very
who
small
diagnosed
squad
him with
and
a
a very
gambling
tight
addiction?
rotation next year. So
I'm sure he went through like some sort of assessment before they did that.
And they're like, "Hey, man,
Being
you're an
diagnosed as
addict."
a gambling addict was the easy way to get out of the. It's a ploy like
Playing the
this.
system.
It's the whole mental health shit. It's the same shit. It's just I'm an addict.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's like I'm not the issue. I have a problem, kind of thing.
But
I
as
know what you mean.
far as he should never play again, like, are you fucking guys kidding me?
Nope.
Are you guys kidding me?
Bro, he would
If
have been a
all the
millionaire if he
players,
bet on us
hold on.
losing the season.
If all the
He
players,
played for us, man. He would have been a millionaire.
All right, let
Bet on us
Jimmy
losing
go.
the
Let
season.
Jimmy go.
Yeah, go ahead,
if
sorry.
all the players who bet and gamble on the games are not allowed to play, it'll be no fucking body playing. Are you guys serious? Are you guys serious? Gambling? You think a guy shouldn't be? He got caught. Whoop did he scoop? Do you know how many players gamble and will never ever get caught because they go through the right channels? Getting caught gambling is like getting. I don't even know the equivalent. He's just stupid. That's all.
Yeah,
How would
jacking
you get
off.
caught? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's equivalent to getting caught jacking off. That's what it is. Yeah.
Did they
He's
go on his
just-
phone and like see that he won some money? Like how they know?
Like he's stupid. That's the only. That's what Ivan Toney's guilty of, being stupid. There are so many players who gamble. It's ridiculous.
Well, there's a lot of players who take PEDs, but the ones that get caught or the ones that get banned are the ones who get caught.
But you this idea that you should never play again. Why? What's so bad about betting on a game that you should never play again? Why?
But he bet on your team to lose
You're
13
betting
times.
on your
bro.
own team to lose.
So?
But that means that you could have contributed to the team losing.
He wasn't playing in those games.
He did not play in the
No,
games
you don't know
that he bet to lose. I know. I'm quite sure I read that 10,000 times.
No, but the thing is, I think some people were saying that a couple of games were, but the biggest thing that I'm
but
more
he wasn't. There's some people are saying that and they're talking out their ass.
Jimmy,
It
regardless,
was nowhere said. I saw the screenshot of the Sky Sports shit that said he betted on games for his team to lose that he did not play in.
Hold on, Jimmy. Hold on, real quick, Scott. Real quick, Scott. Jimmy, did you not just assume that there's not assume, but you said it that there's a lot more people who haven't been caught that are gambling, right?
Oh, you mean assume? You ever sit down and watch podcasts with athletes talk?
Dog. I took
not assume. This is what the players say.
Out of it. I took assume out of it.
This is what we know happened. The players say that.
I know. So I get you. So is it not okay for us to assume that he bet on games that he was playing in?
My point
I don't
of this
think he would bet on games because that would make it work. These dudes know that if I get caught, it needs to look a certain way. They know the rules. They know if they get caught, okay, if I get caught, it's gonna look this way.
You just called him stupid for getting caught 200 times. So do you think he will not be stupid enough to bet in a game that he's actually playing in?
If you're gonna bet on a game for you to play in, the bet for you to lose, that means you're gonna manipulate the game. That means you're doing it for what? For monetary gain? What are you talking about? Do you know what you know why gamblers gamble? It's the rush of the gamble. It's not even about the money.
Addicted to it.
Right.
It's not even about the money. It's about the rush of winning or losing. It's not about the money. Trust me, I know tons of gambling addicts.
Jimmy, the thing with this as well, like, and so the more I think, I'm on your side of this, by the way. It's even if he bet on a game that he was playing in, can anyone categorically confirm that he match fixed in that game in terms of he lowered his performance to match, like to fix the result. No one can prove that. No one can physically.
And if that was the case,
nobody can prove he
they,
didn't though, as well.
But yes, they can, because they will watch back the games. Every movement, everything he did will be scrutinized. That's how they do it in every other sport. When you bet on a game and they figuring out if you threw the game, they did it in college sports. How you think they figured it out in college sports? Go back and look up the big college sports scandals. When they figured out a player was throwing the game, they go back and they scrutinize everything they did on the court. But matter of fact, they go back and they interview people, and there's people that say, yeah, that night he was a little off. I remember that night. I remember that night.
I believe John Terry did it to us when he slipped in 2008. So
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised.
Crazy.
Bro,
and the
the way he
Champions League
slipped, that's
final
not
is
normal,
crazy.
bro. Who slips like that when he shoots, bro? Wasn't
No,
normal,
you're
man.
right, but I mean, it's also
Listen,
crazy to do it.
I'm not saying I'm okay with players gamble, but to say he should never be able to play again, it's like, come on, that's pushing it. Like,
Plus, he should be able to play again for us as well, man. So you know.
Like, I understand if you said justice, if you said you as an owner, his integrity's going, you never bringing him on your. I understand that.
Justin just hates English players, bro. He hates an English player. That's why, man.
Not really. He like Reece James. So I can't agree with that. He likes Reece
James is ours, bro. That's why.
He likes Mount.
But no, he hates Cobham guys, so that don't go. He likes Reece James.
Wait, just do you like Mount? You don't like Mount. I never seen.
Nah, Mount's not his cup of tea.
Mount is ass cheeks, bro.
Yeah, no.
No. My thing is, I just think that there's precedent for these things, and he's just lucky that it's not old school today where the mob was running the gambling. Dude would end up with a horse head in his
it
head.
only would have been a problem if he couldn't pay. And trust me, he ain't got no problem paying, so he'd have been fine.
You know what they used to do to players who fixed games and the mob wasn't in on it? They went bye-bye.
What are you looking for, Fator?
I can't lie. I think this is a moot point anyway because he's definitely playing again. Like he's gonna have.
He'll be playing again in January. It's already been
Chelsea, bro.
Hopefully, miss 8 months of his career. I'll say he's gonna miss 8 months of his career, and then he's gonna be playing again. Whoever that may be.
He'll be playing again, and he'll just.
I don't think he'll play for Chelsea again. I don't think
he's not gonna stop gambling. He just gamble on something else. That's all.
Because our club is like a PR machine, bro. As soon as we see those allegations, we stop talking to him.
That's why I said he's gonna play for someone. He's going to play again.
I mean, he'll play again, but in my opinion, it's one of those things that, just like PEDs, you just should be banned. It's cheating.
And just as I disagree with this whole fucking notion that it's a privilege to play NFL or soccer. No, it's not. It ain't no fucking privilege. That ain't no privilege. Yeah, that's a talent. That's a skill that you hone and you work on. That ain't no fucking privilege. That's a talent that people pay to see. What's a privilege? So is it a privilege for me to be a DJ? Everything is a privilege then. If it's a privilege to play football, yes, because it's a job.
Are you a good DJ? Are you a good DJ?
It's a job. It's a job. I don't care how you want to say. It's a privilege in your mindset because of how much money he make. It's a fucking job. It ain't no privilege. I hate that people put privilege on people's job because of the monetary value. No. A homeless person would look at somebody at McDonald's and say it's a privilege to work there, and the person at McDonald's would say "fuck you." Ain't no privilege to work in here.
No, what I mean is that's fine.
I just don't like the word of it's a privilege. It's not. It's a skill. It's something you got a skill. It's a talent. It's a skill.
You're not wrong.
It's a talent
You're not
that you work on from the day. Most of these dudes play football from they fucking 3, 4, 5, and that's all they do for their life. That ain't no privilege. I've been doing this all my life.
No, you're not wrong, but don't you think that when they sit there and they sign that contract to get paid that much money? Don't you
when
think
you
it's
sign that contract, you get paid, and you get paid by. If you break a rule, you break a rule. But don't tell me it's no privilege. Ain't no privilege. It ain't no privilege to go to work.
It's a privilege to get paid that much.
No, it ain't no privilege. It's a privilege to work that hard too.
Yep.
I
agree with
you.
Because so nobody else works that's the payoff. The parents never taught you work hard, you get paid.
You're absolutely right. You're
not my fault.
It's a privilege, man. It's a payoff.
It's not
a privilege.
So let me ask you this: if all the sport went away tomorrow, the world would still keep turning.
No, the fuck it wouldn't. I think it's been proven that a lot of things would change if you took away all the sport.
Bro, same thing with
Let's not
software
be
engineers.
silly
Something
here.
with-
You take away a big form of entertainment from out of this world. I don't think the world would be the same.
It's not just entertainment; it's escape. for a lot
Unless
of
it's
people.
cricket, bro. Nobody.
Exactly. Let's not underestimate it. People about to lose their fucking mind because they said they was taking away TikTok. Okay, TikTok.
I hope they do, man. That is
Well, those people need to lose their mind.
Well, that's
Yeah,
your
exactly,
opinion because that's
exactly.
something you're not into. But let somebody say they're gonna take away fucking streaming on the internet about football. I don't think you'll be happy about that. You'll be pissed off.
You know what? I live most of my life without it. I'll be just fine.
Nah, but it don't matter if you lived your life about it, but it's something that you like and you'll feel like somebody's attacking your shit. You be like, why?
You're
It's
scared,
not bothering
man.
anybody.
Jim, you scared Lewis, bro. Look at Lewis, man. Lewis got worried, man, when he said streaming is gonna stop him in the job.
Lewis said what? Lewis can get a job over at AFTV. Just be fucking deluded.
Fatul would be much richer, bro. Fatul would be so much richer without sending all the super chats, bro.
Just be deluded, like the dude. What's the dude name? I'm sorry, but I don't think I know. No, what's the white guy? The white bald-headed guy.
There's so many white guys who are bald, bro.
Julian, oh my gosh. I've never wanted to RKO somebody as more as I want to RKO. Yo, if I was an Arsenal fan, I like him because I'm not an Arsenal fan. But if I was a fan and hear him talk that bullshit, I would be like, oh no, I can't take this guy. I'm surprised nobody ain't running on camera and tackle him yet.
Tackle, bro. It should be pile drive him, man. Like fucking Undertaker, man.
Oh yeah, power drive or anything. RKO.
Calling him out all the time, saying he's shut shit.
Yeah, he never see the bad. Arsenal never do anything bad. I remember he was blaming it when they lost to us. He was blaming it on oil money or some shit. I was
Question,
like, what the
question, Jimmy. Are you familiar with Ty from FTV?
Of course. But Ty, see, I don't take Ty to. Nobody can convince me that he's not, on the spectrum. So I don't really.
Wow.
So,
bro, the same feeling about Ty Havertz, bro. I feel you, man.
So I don't really. Like, he can't be serious when he's talking. Like, I'm like, he has to have like Asperger's or one of those things. Like, so
they say it's like that in real life.
I know. That's why I don't.
He's actually like that.
No, he's really that guy. That's why I really believe he has Asperger's. It's a guy from AFTV. He's cool. He's a cool guy, but he's fucking like. I've never seen anybody that fucking deluded, man. Like, you can't be that delusional. Like, I've never seen that level of delusion.
Bro, what is that? What is that disease you can get from eating too much tuna, bro? From a tuna can. What is that disease
Good
called?
seeing you yesterday, bro.
It makes you like kind of. It makes you slow, man. I forgot what it's called, man.
Tuna's actually nice.
It's mercury.
A lot of fish. That's nice, bro. I'm glad you like tuna, bro. It wasn't the point.
Mercury poisoning.
Yeah, and salmon.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, but some people are deluded for a reason. They know it brings more fans in. Like that dude Rory.
No, that dude isn't like that in real life.
He's like that in real life.
Yeah, Rory's
like, what you not
conditioning in real life,
understanding? Like, that's how. That's him. That's him. Like,
as someone
like
who's
that.
met Rory personally.
Wait. Lewis, I have a question. Is it true you and Rory are the same height?
No, I'm taller than Rory. I'm taller than no.
It's not a mini.
He has seen his latest video on the tie. He was begging Manchester.
I have yet to see a person who's Lewis is taller than from in all his press conferences, bro. So I'm still waiting.
Yo, yeah. So what's Lewis? How tall are you? 5 what?
What, you sizing him up?
5'10".
You 5'10"?
You were 5'9".
And y'all making short jokes? I'm fucking 5'7". The fuck is y'all laughing about?
Yeah, no,
Jeez, you're the same size as my girl, Jimmy. That's nice, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm fucking 5'8" with my Jordans on, so I'm alright. I'm good.
I love Jimmy, bro. Jimmy's my guy, man.
I'm 5'8" with my Jordans on.
I swear Lewis was 5'9" last week, bro. How did you grow in the meantime, bro?
He grew, man. He's still growing.
I'm 5'9.5", and I round it up to 10.
Now it's 5.5, bro. Jesus,
yeah, I'm like 5'7" and some change, and I just say I'm 5'8". I do that all the time.
Yeah.
That's what they taught us in maths, so I'll run with it.
I tell people I had that Lionel Messi
5'4",
disease, so they can feel bad for me.
I do that with my.
This makes no sense. They're gonna activate Ugarte's release clause in installments. How can you activate a release clause in installments?
the release clause twice in installments.
Didn't we do that? Didn't we do that, Menzo?
No, we paid over the release clause to pay them in installments.
Yeah.
So what Jess is saying makes sense. Like if you're activating the release clause, you're paying the release clause.
The release clause, exactly. Like.
So I'm confused.
Yeah, this is solid reporting right here.
Just matching. I feel like it's not that difficult. They're just matching the price of the release call.
But he said activate it and then paying it in installments.
Fabrizio,
is he better than Casado? Is he better than Casado, or is Casado like a different player?
I think they're different.
They're a little bit different, but you should get both. We should be getting both.
Yeah, we should get both. Yo, did y'all see Casado playing on the fucking at fullback? Oh my gosh, this dude is awesome, man.
Oh, he's the shit, man.
He's the truth, man. Casado's the fucking truth, man.
He is. You give him the number 7 and send Conte on his way.
He played fullback and looked like a full. Like, did you see his left foot crosses? I'm like, is this fucking dude left-footed?
No, he's insane. He's insane.
Man, the more South Americans you can have in your team, the better.
The better, exactly. I am not against that.
We had this conversation before.
We need that fucking grit.
South Americans and Africans. That's what you need.
You need that grit, man. You need the South American and African grit in that midfield. I tell people.
Stuff and all.
Yep,
it's
we need that grit.
They like it's just that upbringing. Like it's literally just that upbringing. Like they understand. I don't want no privileged. No,
like it's like certain regions is just kind of known for styles of players. Like,
why don't you want Gallagher?
Just say it outright. I don't want Gallagher. I swear I heard.
Yo, wait. Did anybody see? Hold on, wait. Did anybody see that beautiful fucking pass? Lewis Hall put up that left wing and Gallagher tripped over his own fucking shadow. Oh my gosh. He tripped over his own fucking shadow. I said that right there, it's Gallagher in a nutshell. It was a beautiful fucking pass. All he had to do was run. He tripped over his...
Was it in the first half? Was it in the first half?
Yeah, it was first half.
I think it was the first half, yeah.
I think I'm not gonna lie to you. Look. I'm not defending him at all. But that might have been a slip. It might have been a slip.
No. He didn't slide. This was like when you trip over your own feet. Don't get me. I seen players sliding. This was like mechanics. You ever seen when Bambi? You remember seeing the first scene when Bambi was born? And Bambi go to walk. That's how the fuck he looked. He looked like a brand new.
Fucking slipped underwater.
It looked like a brand new fucking born a deer.
These dudes get nervous in front of goal. That's what it is. They all scared in front of goal.
Looks like Man United's not getting Mason Mount.
That was quick. What the fuck happened?
Man United do not want to go as high as 55 million for Mason Mount because
they better take more than 55.
If they change with the takeover, but it is felt a deal will eventually be done despite the clubs currently being some way off their agreement.
They better not take no 50. They better not take no 55.
Just wait until the shakes come.
They better get at least 60, 70 from us.
Okay. Yeah, we really should just wait.
Report though.
I think you all still don't realize it doesn't matter if they say who they want to sell the club to. It's going to take months to a year for that sale to go through.
Also, if they're not the Sheikhs, I guarantee it ends up being Ratcliffe.
Who was the source just though?
So,
okay.
Again,
what if they do the little the little investment that they were talking about?
Anybody investing with the Glazers is a dickhead. He's just giving them money. I wish the fuck I would.
Exactly, right? But isn't that what they wanted originally, or did they bin that?
No, I don't know, but I wish the fuck I would invest with the Glazers. You crazy. I'd rather invest with Enron than invest with the fucking Glazers. Fuck that.
Yeah. Plus, we want 70 for him anyway.
Yeah,
we better not sell Mount for less than 65.
We won't sell it for 55.
Yeah, tax, man. Tax they ass.
Honestly, if we get 55 million, take that and be grateful.
I know 55 is probably what he's worth, but I'm just saying we're gonna have to tax him just like everybody else tax everybody else.
55 and then get
we need at least $10 million tax on that. $15 million English tax. Easy.
You said 10. Like, if we get, like, he ain't even worth about, like, 50. He's just about worth 50 right now because there is a year left. Like, he's been shit. But it's like, yeah, we need to be getting 70. But if we do, like, whoever's paying 70 mil for him, it's just
Yeah, they definitely got fleeced. We got to be honest. You pay
Well,
70 for Mount.
If you get a bidding war going between 3 or 4
Bro,
different
yeah,
teams that want him,
honestly,
you can
I
get it
wouldn't
that
trade
high.
him for my burrito that I'm eating right now, bro.
Fuck that.
I don't want that.
Hey, 50.
What's on that burrito? Hold on, depends. What's on there, man? What's on that burrito?
I agree, Ange. You get like
quite a lot,
you get
man.
an offer. You get an
Black
offer that's
beans,
anywhere
chicken.
50. It's like cool. I will take that straight away.
50, and where do you want to pick him up? Which Amazon locker do you want to pick him up from? You know,
Stuff him in the locker.
Yeah.
I was gonna say which
I
train
wouldn't
station.
even put that shit in the locker. You could just sit it outside the locker. Ain't nobody stealing it, man. Everybody
That's
just
fine.
gonna walk right by
Put
that
a chain
shit
on
and look
that
at it. Yeah, ain't nobody stealing it. They just gonna walk by and look at it. Yeah, man. I think I had enough of this Mount shit. I don't care if he stay or goes, but whatever it is, just get it the fuck over with. I had enough.
Are we
I had
bringing in
enough.
Felix on another loan? Everybody on that okay with that?
Oh, what a strike
Yeah,
by
I'll do
Felix
another
yesterday.
loan.
What a fucking strike. See, that yesterday makes you, that's the shit that pull you in with Felix and go, God damn, this kid is good.
I think he's our top goal scorer now, no?
Yeah, I think he is.
Since
too.
he's been here.
I'll
Since
say
he's been
since
here.
he's been here, he is. Yeah, since he's been here, he is, which is embarrassing on
This is
another
fucking
level.
embarrassing.
Kai got
Wait,
the
hold
most.
on, wait. Did anybody see Kai hit the corner flag with his header from in front of the
Bro,
goal? How the
I'm
fuck did he do
convinced
that?
Kai Havertz is autistic, bro. I'm
He's
convinced, bro.
abysmal.
He hit the fucking corner flag with a header, man. I've never seen that in my life.
I despise
Oh,
him.
I hate
That
him.
guy's
He did
I
not
despise
like
him.
jump.
Fiber of my
Lewis,
being.
I'll say Lewis has that Conor Gallagher relation, or that relationship I have with Conor Gallagher with Kai Havertz. It's the same thing. Like
Literally,
everything about him.
mere sight of him.
Yeah,
ruins
exactly.
my day.
Anything about him.
Conor
It should be
Gallagher.
hard. It should be
Yo,
hard to
did you?
lose.
Every fast break we have and the ball go to Gallagher, it's like you tap. It's like somebody who drive on the brake. You ever drove in the car with somebody who drive with their foot on the brake?
Yeah.
That's what fucking Conor Gallagher is. You
Right.
know he's gonna slow up play. He's either gonna slow down to be thinking. Like you see the light bulb go over his fucking head when he gets the ball, and it breaks just like Beavis and Butthead.
Jimmy, I'll go one further. It's
And
like Jimmy, I'll go one further. It's like driving a car with no brakes. My guy's literally always
yes,
like
he's literally just fucking going. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't even. What am I talking about with a brake? It's no brake.
He's a fucking bumper car.
It's no fucking break. He just goes, and like the light bulb goes off, and then the light bulb breaks, and then you just be like, "Uh-oh, what the fuck is gonna happen?"
I don't know
Like,
about you guys. I think Gallagher is special. I think you guys are being harsh.
Yeah, right. Gallagher's
Yeah,
fucking
Gallagher.
terrible.
Yeah, he's special in the other way. Yeah.
Damn, that kid is terrible. And he loses the ball in the worst place. As soon as he loses the ball, you be like, fast break, going the other way. Going the other way. Every time he lose, even when Thiago Silva's not on the field, I'll be like, poor Thiago Silva. I know Silva be on the fucking bench like, my knees.
Bro, somebody said Kai Havertz is good at hold-up play, man. I'm like, bro, what have you been watching the last 3 years, bro?
No, he
can't hold
does. He
himself.
holds up the play. He does. He holds up the play. That's the perfect. Not in the terms of football. In the terms of he holds up every fucking thing we're trying to do. You're right. He
but you're
holds
right.
up the play.
He is great at hold-up play as well. He slows the play right fucking down and kills the
Yes,
attack.
that's exactly.
That's why
he
we're 12,
holds
bro.
up the play.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna bounce. I gotta go eat some homemade chicken fried steak. So y'all have a good one.
Enjoy, brother.
Chicken fried steak.
Yeah, them chicken fried.
I used to have that in my meat eating days.
Yeah, that man
Enjoy,
is from Texas
enjoy,
for his own
Joe.
good.
Now you eat chicken fried cabbage, bro.
Yeah, like I
close your
be
mouth.
mushrooms. It's mushrooms now, guys. Mushrooms, oyster mushrooms,
All right.
bro.
If Mount's worth 50 mil, how much is Kai worth? We have to get
5.
A bag of chips.
Pretty much.
A bag of chips.
5 mil.
I
No, a
see
bag of
any
crisp,
offer above
not chips.
35
Crisp,
million.
crisp, bro. Crisp. A bag of crisp.
Wouldn't pay a bag of crisps for that guy, man.
35
Kai
million.
Havertz header,
Swear,
man.
you
When
know, he
35 now.
runs like he's got 2 Pringles tubes on his legs, man. That's
that header, when he headed the ball,
he looked like a giraffe grazing.
do you ever
That's what he
y'all
looked
ever
like.
see when you ever call your dog and his head turns sideways? Like, that's what the fuck I did. I said, wait, what the fuck just happened?
It was harder for him to actually do that, to actually get his body.
Exactly. Now that's the best way to explain it. It would have been harder if you give him 100 chances to do that again. He can't do that
There's
again.
no way. When that ball was crossed in, I thought, okay, I wasn't expecting anything anyway, but
I wasn't expecting that because it wasn't at the height for him to do so. And so,
Bro,
the
y'all
way
want
he,
to know the greatest part? That wasn't even the worst miss. It wasn't even the worst miss of the game.
No, and you know what's funny?
No, there was two from my favorite cokehead. Literally twice. He did it twice as well. The ball comes across the 6-yard box, across the box. He has an open goal twice. Just tap it in, and he doesn't even commit. Bro, there's no commitment.
I can't lie to you. We should have known. We should have known to turn the. We should have known to turn the game off right then and there. Right then.
Yeah.
We should have known. We should have
Where's
known.
the slide? Like, where's the instinct as a scorer? Like, what the nigga didn't slide. Slide and stick out your foot, bro. It's going to hit your foot, and it's going to not. Yo, oh man, these dudes are fucking horrible, man. It's horrible. And how about and Mudryk? Mikhail Mudryk has the touch of a fucking creepy uncle. Like, I mean,
oh my god!
Oh my god, yo, his first touch is.
Hey, I'll say it again. I hope he doesn't touch his girlfriend like that, bro. She'll be leaving.
Man, listen. If he does, she's calling 119, bro. This dude, he got the touch of a fucking clown, of a fucking man in clown makeup in the boys' bathroom. Like,
why did we buy him? I still don't get it, man. What, the PR of Ukraine is that strong, bro?
Bro, do you know what the annoying thing is? It's not just him. It's not him, the player. It's the money more than anything. It's like, because like if we'd have bought him for like the same price that we bought Noni for, you can understand it. Like, it's 30 mil. It's not that much in the grand scheme.
We paid double that. We paid double, basically.
60 mil with the potential reaching 100.
Well, we know it ain't reaching 100 because we ain't winning no fucking Champions League.
Oh, but like, I'm like, what?
We ain't winning no Champions League. You can forget about that shit because we ain't even in it.
But yeah, Dag, I'm glad you brought up training. You know what we do in training. Apparently, it's not good enough according to Frank Lampard. Super Frank.
The guy that's running the training?
No, whatever the comments were. Do you have the comments from yesterday, or was it yesterday after the game?
Hold on, wait. Yeah, remember, hold on. Scott, we was begging for Carnes. What did he do in that first half? Did anybody see that stats I post? That kid was fucking cooking in the first half, man.
I'll tell you what, I've said this before as well. I don't know. I'm not saying he's as good as him. The way he drives with the ball is, it just reminds me of Pogba, and I don't know why. I'm not saying
he's so fucking smooth, man. He's so
with the way
smooth.
he drives, it just reminds me of Pogba, and I don't know why.
Yes, and at that height, you know what I mean? At that height, and how smooth he moves with the ball. Even that shot he took, that was a good fucking shot on goal. I like our young players, man. Like, even the crap that Mudryk did, some of his movement with the ball, holy fuck! When he cuts across, like, defenders are fucking shook. When he cuts back across field, you just look at defenders when he decides to cut across field. He takes like 3 and 4 guys with him. If somebody's cutting back and he do that fucking no look pass, you got your I like Mudryk. I'm not even gonna lie. I like Mudryk. There's a player there. There's a player there.
Yeah, there's a player.
There's a player there. Like, I gotta be honest. Even though he's frustrating, some of the stuff I seen him do when he gets the fucking ball, it's like, oh, holy shit. You can see the danger. You can see the danger he'll bring if we actually had a 9.
Yeah, they'll be doing him the worst though. I can't lie.
And he needs confidence too.
If y'all watch the American broadcast, they be doing him the worst, bro. They be after he missed, they be panning the camera to him for a solid 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah, and they show him. You know, only thing I don't like about Mudryk, I ain't gonna lie, he got like those meth addict tattoos. Like, what's wrong with his tattoos? Like he got like the recovering addict tattoos. Like for profession, like, who did those tattoos? Like,
yeah,
he got it on the back streets of the Ukraine.
That talent tattoo is looking kind of terrible right now, bro. Looking very terrible right now.
I do kind of agree.
Horrible.
What I'll say with him is there are certain young players, and then mainly I'd say the best ones who they can show what they're like even without the manager. I think of like Nenzo, where like we've seen what he looked like even kind of against the manager sort of thing. Mudryk for me ain't that. He
Mudryk is not that. Mudryk, he needs to be like meticulously managed, like every little thing. Like, he needs to be broken down in practice. Like, don't do that, do that, don't do that, do that, don't do that, do that, don't do that, do that.
Why we keep buying this autistic ass?
No, but that's not that. Some players are like, you'd be surprised how many players are like that, man.
Bro, some players have talent, they just don't have
his talent. Yeah, he just need to be, homed in. That's all. He's like, it's a player there. It's like the talents he have is not the shit you can teach. So That's why you want a manager that can work with young players, because the talent, that speed he has, like that shit is not normal. It's the type of speed, it's game changing speed.
This is not track running though, bro. Speed is not
It's
enough.
not, but
But it
Kai, you're
is. But
saying
it
as
is.
if
It is.
you can see he has the ability to get in position to be where he needs to be. He's just fucking up when he get there. But that's a young
Yeah.
player.
Yeah,
We
Like
gotta
we saw it
remember.
in the first half. Like we
And
saw that
also
in the
think
first
about
half.
this. Also think about this, Kai. Think about this.
Yeah.
He's been under Potter and Lampard. Come on, bro. That alone, man, it's like, come on, enough to give him a fucking block. Potter and Lampard,
That's a
like,
good point.
come on. Like, think about it.
Speaking of Lampard, did you see what he said when they asked him about Pochettino yesterday?
No.
No,
I
what did he
don't
say?
give
What
a
he say?
fuck anymore, man. What he says.
He was
I
like, "It's his
really
problem.
don't.
It's
I
his
just
problem.
don't.
It's his problem." Apparently, when they asked him about Chelsea, what can he do to
Do you know what he
to
said
make
about
this
the
team better?
training? It's like,
Yeah,
you've got
Andrew, that's what I
2
brought up earlier when he's like, "Oh, training's a mess." You run training, you fucking idiot.
You
Or,
fucking
why-
idiot.
Fuck,
About
man.
training's a
Like,
mess.
No, he trying to simulate it like he does on Football Manager. It didn't work, bro.
I don't.
I would assume training is a mess. The way we play, I would only fucking assume that training is a mess. I can't wait.
Bro.
Like, that Man United team yesterday was shit. I'm going to be honest. They were shit. And they gave
Yeah,
us
they were.
4.
Yeah.
They were shit. And they gave
Bro.
us 4.
But this is what I said. This is what I
It's
said on
keep
Casual
shooting.
yesterday. Yeah, it's gonna take us some time to recover from this, and I still don't trust
I
this
don't know
owners
about that.
completely, man.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but
I
Jimmy,
don't
you're a
know if
hopeful
it's
guy,
going to
man.
take time. You know why I say
I
that?
think these players are just on the beat. They don't care.
Yeah, they on the beat. Because if you like, look, like, all right, let's take 2 things into account, right?
Come on, go ahead.
If you take into account the games we should have won and that
Yep.
we didn't win because of no finishing, right?
Yep.
And then take into account the games that we should have won because of poor managing, that alone would have us in top fucking 4. So if we can get some fucking finishing and a manager, we'll be right back in the top 6 fighting. Because I don't believe in that top 4 shit no more. It's top 6 now. Anybody that think Premier League is about top 4, it ain't 4 teams no more. It's like 7. It's gonna be motherfucker. And I don't think Brighton will not be back next year looking like they did this year. They don't fucking spend money like that. We already see that when you go into Europe, that's a whole different ball game.
We're gonna buy Casado from them anyway, so I don't think they.
Like I mean, they're gonna don't get me wrong. They're gonna sell players. They're gonna replace them. Those young strikers they got. That young striker they got, he looks fucking amazing.
Am I the only one who think that we're gonna get Casado? Like, I actually think he's gonna end up at Chelsea.
I wouldn't be
surprised. I think so too.
I hope he does. I don't. To be honest, I'll take Casado over Declan Rice. I don't give a fuck.
My
with
only
nobody.
fear is that
because the hipsters are
if we
taking
get
Declan
Ugarte,
Rice. The hipsters are
get
taking
Ugarte-
Declan Rice, which would leave us with. Yeah, I think we get him too. I think we get both of them.
You can get
Because
both.
Casado can play on the double as well. He doesn't have to play.
No, I agree with you, but you know what? We'll see how the dominoes fall.
It's something within me. Like when I see a player pick PSG, I just feel like you don't have any ambition to like
Bro,
be in
Paris,
competition.
Jimmy, if you what's
his name, Ugarte, if he picked PSG, I'm just gonna look at him like he's like.
maybe his girl like Paris, bro. You know, it's a
That's what I'm
romantic
saying. Like
city.
it can't be for football reasons, bro. That league is shit.
Even Neymar went into depression there, and he became
And he's
overweight
from there. Like, you know what I mean? How the
injury.
fuck you go in depression in the place you from? Like, I gotta get the and when they pick PSG and it's not more money than the other leagues, I be confused. I
But the
understand
thing
when
with
the
him-
money's much taller. I be like, okay, I get it, the money.
He's young as well, though, Jimmy. So money can influence him a bit too. You know.
But he needs to come and play with fucking with Enzo, man.
Kai Havertz, bro. It's like, come play with Kai Havertz, bro.
No, Kai Havertz would be a reason he would go to PSG.
Yeah.
Havertz would send him a text, be like, "You want to see my donkeys?"
Havertz couldn't start at Paris FC, let alone PSG. This guy's he's just atrocious, man.
He's
Andrew got that hate relationship.
Andrew just despised the whole other players.
Andrew, how much mud do you have now? Still building up.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. Do you know what? I've got a fucking mudslide for people. That's what I've got. Yeah, I've got so much mud telling me about
That is a waste of a budget,
bullshit.
Generational talent. No one fucking wants him, man.
Fucking generational fucking PR. That's what these.
That's exactly what it is.
Is there any generation talent at Chelsea?
Yes.
You know the G in Havertz stands for
Enzo, we
generation.
could argue Enzo is going to be elite once
Enzo and
we
Reece.
merge
Yeah,
out.
Enzo.
I was going to
Reece
say
James.
Enzo and Reece are the two.
Yeah,
That's
Enzo and Reece.
that's
Outside of
reason,
that,
yeah.
no.
But Havertz, Mount, all these guys, not even
Oh
close.
yeah, they can get
Bruh,
fucked. They-
he sat there and watched Casemiro score right over him.
Yo, that goal was because of Havertz. I hope people know that. That's why Fofana was so
His
pissed.
best asset
Bro,
is
somebody said Silva. Silva's ready to die, bro.
Yeah, Silva's not no
9 years old, bro.
fucking
He's not- he
generational
doesn't
talent.
Generational talent.
Silva goes somewhere they call him Sir, bro. That's how old he is, man.
Silva
Stop it, man.
started playing before they used the term generational. Okay,
Exactly,
That's okay.
bro.
That's what he does. That's what I mean. So
Yeah, he don't
generational-
apply. Yeah, he
They
don't. He
call
can't
Silva
fit into
Sir,
that.
bro. He's not, you know. If you go to the post office and the lady there call you Sir, that's it, bro. You're no longer a prospect, man. Already a grown man.
You're basically
no,
great.
Kai, it's when you go to the hairdressers, they ask to shave his eyebrows. That's when he knows he's old. You know what I mean?
No, that's not a Sir anymore, bro. That's the senior, bro.
Which one's
Look,
which
twins.
one's
Yo,
Which one's
real
what?
quick. Yo, who are Liverpool's targets for midfield then?
Who cares?
McAllister.
McAllister and
and Mason Minerals.
Gallagher.
Oh my
Gallagher.
fucking gosh! Look at the twins.
No, man, the one on the right's more productive, man.
They're gonna do it. Bro,
Hey, I tell you what. You right. I listen. My family's Jamaican. Let me tell you something. On that countryside, that donkey, they're very patient. You know how much work they put in.
All I'm saying is,
Havertz will never get the production out of
listen,
production.
if you get kicked,
donkeys are
if you get
bad.
kicked by Havertz, it's a little tap. You get kicked by the one on the right, you're not
Yeah, you
down,
get-
man. You know what I mean? Who's the one taking a 25-yard shot? The one on the right, man. That's what I want.
Bro, do you understand the level of hate that Lewis has for Havertz, bro? He had to go to the picture to get like a picture of a donkey, picture of Havertz, create one picture of both of them, man. That shit is
People
awesome, man.
still back him. People still say he's a
People are waiting for the
generational
Mount
talent.
celebration stream. Wait for the Havertz celebration.
Bro,
stream.
we are making that Mount. You said we're gonna make the Mount celebration, yeah?
Listen,
19 hours.
listen. The
19
Havertz
hours.
celebration, Lewis, you will not be doing that shit solo. I will be on that fucking screen.
Oh, everyone's
I'm
invited.
rolling up on
Yeah, but
camera.
Lewis, keep
I'm not
your
hiding
clothes
it.
on,
We
Lewis.
rolling up. It's
Keep your clothes on,
420.
Yeah.
420 fucking settings, and we smoking on that Havertz
That'll
pack.
be
Smoking
I'm
on
gonna feel it myself.
that stream will be
Might join in.
generational. That stream will be generational.
Yes, we
That's
will.
what that stream
The
will be.
day we
almost
tell
missed
him
Kyrie
I'm
League.
smoking
No,
on that Havertz pack, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
Havertz owed me 120 pounds, bro. Because I bought a fucking shirt when it first came out, and I have his name on it, bro. And I can't get it to refund.
damn. Yeah.
That team is going to have a better legacy for this football club than Havertz ever will do.
That's why I'm glad I got. That's why I'm glad Timo got out before the season.
Kai, find who you don't like most in the world and give him that Havertz shot. That's what you should do.
I'm gonna give it to Marshall, bro.
Guys, will Havertz remain a legend of our club when he leaves?
Hell no.
How is he? How is he
Never a
legend, bro?
legend.
Remain.
Yo.
Remain.
Is Bernard a legend? He
Can
played for us
I
in
just
Champions
ask?
League.
Because
Is he a
I
legend?
know Patrick.
Maybe he went. Maybe he went.
Patrick Bateman's been in a lot of streams, so I know he's part troll. Let me just say this right now. I don't care if he's won. I don't care that he scored in the Champions League and he won it. He's not a legend at this club. Okay, for one game, you're not a legend at this club.
Bro,
What you are is just a player. Okay,
Bro,
you know what I mean.
Listen,
otherwise,
I think
you know what? Jose Pasingwa is a legend at this club, and he's done more. Okay, that's the level you get.
Yeah, Fernando Torres has a bigger
Yo,
legacy than Kai.
put that super chat back up. Let me read it again. I think y'all read it wrong. Put
Yeah,
the
big up to Mount Gallagher and Havertz in the picture as well.
put the super chat back up about Havertz. Let me read it again. I think y'all read it wrong.
While you're doing that as well, like
Well,
we're talking about
Havertz.
this guy's not even a cult hero. Never mind a legend. Like fuck him.
I think he meant romaine lettuce.
Patrick Bateman again.
I think he meant romaine lettuce. I think he asking if Havertz eat romaine lettuce because he's a fucking donkey. He can't remain a legend.
Bro, why?
Like a fucking legend.
Bro, that is weird though. Why would you like donkeys from all the fucking animals in the world?
It's
That's
a
weird.
but the
He
funny
relates
thing is
to them.
that the funny
He
thing is
relates
the
to
one
them.
That's a
Why
spirit
do you think he
animal,
always,
man.
why do you think he always hangs around Mountain Gallagher, bro?
the funny
That is such
thing is
a
in
German
that
thing to
former
do, bro.
picture, the
Like,
one
what
on the
animal you
right,
like? Donkey.
And
the one on the right.
I'll say another thing. If next year Gallagher's on this fucking team and Loftus Cheek not, I'm transferring. I'm
just gonna
fucking
s-
transferring.
The one
Who you
on the
gonna
right,
support,
the
Jimmy?
other, the one on the right, in the other picture creates bigger chances, man. It creates
I'm
bigger
transferring
chances.
to Coventry City or one of them teams.
Jimmy, I'll go one further. If I have to watch another 90 minutes of Gallagher football, I'll top myself.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Like no more Gallagher, yo. That's it. I'm done. He is what he is,
You
bro.
won't
He's
get
not.
it in Newcastle.
Patrick,
I'm watching that game.
Yo,
I'm
now
not
you
watching
got
that game.
Wait, is that the guy from American Psycho? Is it Nizavi?
Come on, bro.
Good movie, good movie. That's how you should live your
He
life, bro.
scored 1 goal in the final.
Hey, do you know what? Do you know what? I don't fucking care anymore. Do you know what I mean? Let's move. Yeah, I don't fucking care. I don't care if he scored. Do you know what?
Yo,
I don't
you know-
care, man. I don't care. Just because you've done that doesn't mean you go around for one game out of 3 years.
But
where you
Andrew,
play
here's the funniest
Fuck
part, Drew. You wanna know the funniest part? Wasn't Conte man of the fucking match?
Yes.
So who cares? They wasn't even the best players on the pitch. It was Conte. So who cares?
How about the fact that this fucker missed like 8 chances in the semi-final to actually get us through against Real
And
Madrid in
don't
the
forget
first
our
place?
defense, who had very
Yeah,
key blocks.
fucking hell.
in the
Don't forget
Champions League final
Jorginho
as
and-
well.
Oh, there's the
Jorginho as well.
AC. AC with the big block. That was a key block. I got to give you that one.
Show the Rudiger block.
All right,
in the
you're going
first
too
half.
far. That's enough.
I was
That's
about to
enough.
say the Rudiger one.
Show the Rudiger block in the first half.
Tampax
Sorry,
merchant.
man.
Look at Lewis. Look at Lewis.
Fucking hell.
Look at Lewis.
I haven't got it.
Fucking hell. This
Shameless.
honestly.
This is so shameless.
End the stream, Dave.
Yeah. What's Rudiger?
Let's not forget about
prioritizing
the goalkeeper in the world we had as well at the time. Who was
Hey,
making-
Mountabators and Havertz hose, man.
You know
Get
what's so
out of this
funny,
stuff.
though?
You know what I mean?
Yo, AC is so much better than Koulibaly, bro. He's so much
Oh,
better than Koulibaly.
Oh, definitely.
My mum's better than Koulibaly, man.
Oh my gosh, he's so much better. Yo, when we signed Koulibaly, I'm glad I didn't have like a show or no streams or nothing. Yo, y'all should have seen me. I was, yeah, we got Koulibaly. Oh my gosh, what a failure. Don't get me wrong. I don't even want to get rid of him yet. I always say give players another year, but damn, for what I thought he was going to be to what he turned
We
out
were
to
all
be.
like that. We were all like
Holy
that.
shit, I'm so surprised.
The myth and the legend is that you only watched a few games Koulibaly and he stood out, which is fine. But you know what? Some players don't suit some countries. You know what I mean?
But not only that, you know what else I got to chalk it up to? It's no way every player was shit this year, and they were.
No,
So we got. They were. Every player was shit. So it's like we got to chalk some of that up to this was just a shit season, man.
Yeah,
Like,
but
'cause literally-
basically whatever happened that was bad happened. You know what I mean? It was like
It happened to
we got-
everybody. Yeah.
We got like 8 seasons worth of shit in one. Do you know what I mean?
In one
It's like-
season, yeah. That's why I don't think when people are like, oh, it's gonna take us a while to turn around. Like, I don't think so. It's too much talent, and we literally played this entire season without a coach.
Honestly, I don't know. I think
it will.
I think the word talent
it will.
is overused for us a bit, man.
No, it's not. But it's really not, though.
Nah, we have talent.
Maybe I'm
We
just
have
traumatized
talent,
by
bro.
that.
We have talent. Like, there's no going around it. You can't go around it. There's talent on our team, man. There's talent on our team.
There's
Even
no
the shit
direction.
players that we have, our coaches couldn't get the best out of them. Because it was Lampard and fucking Potter.
I think there's potential. I'm not sure about talent.
No, talent is there. The talent's there, man. Talent's there.
Talent and potential are the same thing.
No, I mean, not really. Potential, you
Not
can
really,
have the talent
not
in the
really.
future. Like you can have talent, but is it enough
It's
talent?
talent there. Look at those defenders. It's a lot of talent in that back line, bro.
But Jimmy,
Like,
why do you
have
go
the
to defenders, bro? What about
Find
their
out-
talent?
They have the
Attackers, bro.
potential
Attackers
to
have
be really
talent, bro.
talented. That's what they have.
Yeah, but you
Dwight
got to
is
remember,
not
bro.
That
dribbling.
potential.
Listen, I tell people this, you can't go too far overboard. I sat and I watched it because last year when I sat and watched the whole Man United fan base turn on Rashford, I thought it was fucking crazy. I was like, wow, this dude is having a bad year, and they like, get him out my club. He's a rat.
Yeah, I was praying they would sell him.
And then I turned around to watch, and I was like, yo, I remember people was like, oh, Man U's getting rid of Rashford. I was like, shit, I'll take him at Chelsea. Because you cannot be that talented and go that bad, that quick. I just don't believe in that. You're allowed to be off. You're allowed to be off. Some people never make it back, like fucking Dele Alli, but those are the ones who just never they weren't probably all that talented at all. It was more of I'm saying it wasn't about their talent. It's about his mentality was shit. Like some people go into the mud and then they stick it in the shower and they get the mud off. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people get the mud off. And I think Mount has the ability to get the mud off, but not for the money he wants. Even when he get the mud off, he ain't worth what he trying to earn.
Exactly.
Bro, he's
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, like even the best Mount not worth what he trying to earn.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's the part that I don't understand when people like, oh, just give him what he wants. I'm sorry.
We're all happy for him to have his wage doubled. No one's got an issue with it.
Yeah, nobody has a problem with that.
Okay, fair enough, Kai. Most of us.
Somewhere else, though.
It's when it gets to 200K, around that amount and above, where it's stupidness. Or
Yeah,
200K.
it gets out of hand. Exactly.
Lewis, 200K for what? What are we paying 200K for?
I'm saying that's stupid.
That's what he's saying. It's stupid. He's saying he should be about 170, in that
Okay,
area.
So he should be happy for just being in the photo shoots, bro. Fucking fuck
And here's
that guy,
the thing, right? Here's the thing, and this is the part that I don't understand. Why, like, this is to me make me feel like he wants to leave more than anything. He fucking knows that if he plays a year or two above the level of that contract, they will up it. Without a doubt, they'll up it. They wouldn't even argue it. They'll up it. If he came out and complained, they will up it because the fans would be backing him. Everybody would be backing him. They would up it.
I think
it's like he doesn't have faith in himself.
He just wants to go somewhere else. It's not, I don't think it's really only about the money. I think honestly, he uses the money as an excuse not to sign.
Me too. That's what I believe. That's why I said I believe he wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah, he wants to go somewhere else. He doesn't want to be.
I believe he wants to go somewhere else.
And you know, I'll be happy, man. I'll drive him, bro. I'll buy him Uber Premium, bro.
Yeah, 100% Kai. Wherever he needs to go, I'll pay the Uber.
I'll get him a donkey. He can ride a donkey.
Bro, and you know what's funny?
ride
Like,
fucking Havertz.
people are more pressed about this guy than we were under Havertz. And Hazard would turn the game on his head on his own, bro.
It's just us.
Exactly. Imagine
Hazard did it the right way. Hazard did it the right way.
We don't even
There's
have
no
to
right
go
way to leave no club. Fuck you. Hazard should have never left. No, it ain't. Not to me. Ain't no right way to leave my club. Fuck you. I don't see people that was okay with Hazard leaving. Guess who wasn't on that boat? I thought he was a pussy for that. Fuck you leaving for? Oh, I want to go to Madrid. I want to go to Madrid. I want to go to Madrid. I hate that shit.
Now you one neat fuck. Okay, that was too hard.
That's why when he went there and started eating fucking McRoyals or what did they call them?
Jimmy, if you had the steaks in Spain, bro, you understand why.
I don't eat. I'm a fuck. I don't eat. I don't eat meat, bro.
Yeah, but I'm sure you ate meat before, bro.
No, I've never eaten meat. I've never eaten meat.
Anyway,
that's anti-pause, my guy.
I've eaten steak before. Steak, yes, but not meat.
That's what I'm saying.
Not a pause. Who said pause? It's not a pause.
And the steak in Spain is something.
It's sarcasm city down there.
Wait, so where did he go there? For Salt Bay to throw a fucking piece of steak in his mouth? That's what he went there for?
Salt Bay's in Dubai, bro.
You see, now that's a
Salt Bay's in Dubai?
He went there for
he's in Dubai.
I ain't know where the fuck he went. He looked fucking Catalonia, wherever that shit called.
Plus, no offense to you English people, but Spanish girls are much better than English girls, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking shit, bro.
I don't know, man. Scott, some people are sensitive, you know. When I think of English girl, I think about the girl from Little Britain, bro. So you know, that's my general.
You're telling me that people would rather choose English girls over Latina girls? Are you fucking stupid?
Hey man, I don't know how people work.
Yeah, like who's considered like the hottest English woman?
What?
That's a good question.
End the stream, Dave.
He said the queen. He said the fucking queen, man. That was fucking classic.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
going
I
out
might go
tripping
there. I
that.
might go there for the queen, bro. I
The
gotta lie,
prince's
man.
wife can get it though, right? The mixed one. She can
You
get
are
it.
dirty, man. You are
She ain't
dirty.
English,
shut
this
up,
fella.
man.
Fatu, you calling me dirty, bro? Jesus Christ. Your hands, your hands.
That's like calling a homeless man homeless.
Get the Gallagher man once out of my premises,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Let's
literally the
go.
walking Spider-Man meme when you get on other people about.
Yeah. You know, Fatur, you know when Jesus put his hand in his pocket and they come out clean. If you put your hands, if you were Jesus, put your hands in your pocket, nothing would work, bro. It's impossible, bro. It doesn't clean nothing, man.
It gets
That's how
stuck in
dirty
there,
you are,
know.
bro.
It gets stuck in there.
Oh my gosh. Right, I'm gonna do these super chats and we'll probably wrap up because I gotta be on the football terrace in a couple minutes. Big up Rigo Park saying Manchester United coming soon, PR army invasion. That will be their problem as soon as they sign him up, and I can't wait. Mayoba says Spurs to offer Kane to Madrid, but they want to send Hazard the other way. From Sky, Hazard's not going to spend the last
fucking
year of his
hilarious.
career before retirement getting booed by Tottenham fans because he cost them the league in 2016.
Wait, isn't he gonna go to? I heard he's gonna go to Miami or something.
Yeah, you need to go to Galatasaray or some shit.
That's Messi is going to Miami.
He can go to G. What's one of the top Belgian clubs?
Come to the
Genk?
MLS, man.
That's not a bad thing to do for footballers, though. To retire in Miami, man, make some money. Nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, come to New York, man. Come to New York.
No, bro.
Well, he would never come to New York, bro.
They'll eat Hazard food in the MLS right now. He looks like shit, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think you should go to America because he might eat.
He's there for in and out, bro. He's there for in and out. He's not there for the football, man.
Yeah,
And
he'll
he's
come
not
here and
going
go
to
to
Miami.
Five Guys Burgers,
Yeah,
and
he's
that'll
not
be
going
it,
to
man.
Miami if he wants in and out.
No, he go to Miami. He gonna be eating that fucking
Five Guys is
Latino
good. I actually
food,
like
that
Five
Cuban
Guys more
food.
than
It's a wrap,
In and
man.
Out, man.
Cuban, you said?
Five Guys is good, man.
Cuban, you know, Cuba. I'm
I
sorry,
thought you said
Cuba.
Chilean. No, my bad. But no, you good. I thought you said Chilean.
Nah. Cuba. I've never had Chilean. I've never heard nobody say, "Damn, I want some Chilean food."
I've only met one person from Chile, bro. So you know.
Yeah, I've never. What is it? What's a Chilean dish? I've never. What do they eat?
Spicy Mexican food, bro.
That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, like
crazy.
All right, with that in mind, we're gonna wrap things up. We're gonna raid Monts, so everyone head over to Big Six Pants.
It's people. It's Falafel
and
Fridays.
Merseyside Mount.
Go out and have yourself a falafel every
That's
Friday.
falafel,
That's what you like how they have Taco Tuesdays. In my house, it's Falafel Fridays.